just want to eat my nugs.
Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group's Twitch channel. We're glad you could join us for our 5th edition D&D campaign, The Blackest Heart. And I'm just doing a quick sound check here with everyone to make sure that the volumes are good for everyone. So going around real quick. Eurydice, just say hi or something.
Okay,
Rogar?
Hello. Yeah, I'm tired.
Okay. Jacob, if you would.
Did you know that most of the land's ocean water actually comes from the sea?
Okay, very nice. Diana?
Huh? I just want to eat my nug.
And Zeroth.
She always wants to just eat her nuts.
All right. So I think we've got good sound volumes on everyone, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that right there. Okay, so as always, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Jacob, do you want to take this one, or should I?
You know what? Let's do it for old time's sake. So, As you know, we are sponsored by our great and lovely friends, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Now, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies is an online store for all of your tabletop RPG needs. You need dice bags, dice trays, dice themselves, or gaming miniatures, they have you covered. Now, if there's a specific mini that you want and you can't see it in the store, for instance, maybe you want a Tyrax. Well,
you know, every time you say that, I can't help but wonder if that's an actual fucking monster or if you're just purposely mispronouncing the word for copyright purposes.
Yes.
It would be the latter.
Yes. So, what you can do is you can go to their contact us between your account and cart, and you can send them an email, and they will do what they can and work with you to see what they can get you for you. That was a weird sentence, but that's fine. Now, anything in the store, it is still going on. If you put in TOGG 15, you can get 15% off of any order in the store. Anything that you order. As long as you put in that code, 15% off. Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Back to you, DM.
All right. Thank you very much, Jacob. Okay, so a couple quick announcements that I want to cover. We talked Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Also want to remind everyone, if you enjoy building in Tailspire, Klein NF and I do a collaborative build stream in Tailspire every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join us in building. You can watch, or if you actually have the Tailspire beta yourself, let us know. We'll give you a join code, and you can hop in and build with us. So, hopefully see some of you guys there tomorrow night. Also, kind of a big thing that I'm working on right now with a whole bunch of people in the Tailspire community. There are a few of us who've got the Tailspire beta who stream D&D games like we're doing tonight. And there are a few more on top of that stream other Tailspire content, building things, just having fun with it, things like that. I'm trying to make a Twitch team that includes all these wonderful people, and then, of course, by default, I get to sneak in there with them, But that includes all these other wonderful people as a Twitch team. However, in order to create a team in Twitch, you need to have partner status. So, all that being said, we're kind of trying to push for partner. We're quite a ways away from it. We need it's a pretty large viewership count that you need on average. It's 75 average. But, hey, you can't get it if you don't try. So we're going to try to push for that. So we're asking everyone that enjoys watching the show, enjoys our games and the content we put out on this channel, please, if you can, shout out on your social media accounts about us, get the word out about us, so that we can hopefully find more people to come and join us watching the games and having fun in this channel like you guys are. So we'd appreciate that if you can do that. And as always, your support is definitely appreciated. If you enjoy this stuff here, give us a follow. If you really, really like us, we'd love to have you as a subscriber. So, there's always that. And you can always just support with cheer bits as well. Any support we get is amazing, and we appreciate it. And it just helps us to be able to hopefully improve our content, improve the production value of it and the quality of it, and hopefully in the future be able to make more and add more to the channel, more content that we can put out for you guys. So there's that to consider. So hopefully we'll get that goal. Other than that, does anyone else have any other announcements or things that they wish to put out?
My birthday's
I'm
next
just happy
week.
to have my camera back on.
Happy to have the
Happy
camera
early
back
birthday.
on. And a birthday next
Yeah.
week. Outstanding. Would that
What
be
could that
on
mean?
game night?
No, it'll be the day before game night.
I just
Well,
realized my
we'll-
shirt's inside out.
That's okay. That's a good announcement.
What level are you turning?
22.
But no, hey, you know what? It might be one day away from it, but we're going to celebrate Eurydice's player's birthday next week on the stream next week.
I get to DM a one shot.
Oh, that's when we're doing it. Okay, I was so
Yes, it
confused.
is. I didn't know if I thought you wanted to keep it surprise, so I wasn't going to say anything.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
That was for
wondering
the
why,
other
but
one that we
yeah.
had planned.
Oh.
But I
Now
don't
I
want to.
understand why you kept pushing me to finish it faster.
Yeah, so all
Yes.
of you need to friggin' make a pony so I can draw it and stuff.
I'm still in the
do you
dark. I
wanna
have
go
no
ahead-
idea what's going on here.
Do you want to go ahead there, Eurydice, and kind of let everyone know a little bit about what the one shot is that you're going to do?
Okay, so basically, it's just gonna be a My Little Pony one shot, and you know what? That's all I want to tell you guys. It's gonna be My Little Pony one shot, and it's gonna be fun, and there'll be ponies and there'll be chaos,
I love it. I love it.
and lots
Okay.
of friendship because friendship is magic.
Friendship. And the real treasure were the friends we made along the way.
That's exactly the moral of the show.
Okay, but where's my gold?
I
You're
don't
gonna
know.
learn today.
All right, so I think that's it for announcements. So without
Wait,
further ado,
Next week,
Go ahead.
aren't we switching back to 7
yes,
p.m.
yes,
Eastern?
yes. Thank you very much. I did forget to mention that. Yes. This week, and we have been for a while. We've been at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be shifting starting next week to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's just a time that works out better for all of us. To make sure that we're all getting enough sleep and can meet our work obligations. Yeah, work obligations. But we can meet all those things. So we're going to be switching to that time. Be aware of that. I will be putting out information about that in our Discord. And if you're not a member of our Discord and want to join, right here is a link to the Discord. You can jump in there, react to the pinned post at the top to get your roll of Toglodite. Yes, that's what we call our fans, Toglodites. But you can react and get that, and then you can enjoy chatting in the Discord. You can ask questions to us and things like that. We're looking forward to hearing from you guys. All right, I think that is actually it for all the announcements. Yes, no, maybe so?
Yes.
All
I
right.
guess so.
In that case, without
Actually-
further ado, yes.
Could you please get Rogar back on the ship? I was
you are
testing
back
how
on the-
far.
Oh, did
Am
you
I?
move him? Did you move
Yeah,
him?
I fell. I wanted to see how far I could go, but then I was like, I won't fall.
I'll get you back.
Nice.
I don't know if that'll fetch your mini or not, but
Oh no! I can use Nightmare to see the ship, but Rogar's on the ground.
I'll go get him later. All right. So without further ado, we bring you the Blackest Heart.
And I will want more sleep.
Okay. All right, we are back, and tonight we're for our recap here. Just to let you know, we've gone into the kind of our battle screen, so you can see the ship. Because the players are, the characters are currently all in purgatory, or at least that's the information they have at this time. Is the only name they've gotten is purgatory. Now, they are still on the ship with which they were traveling to the north in an attempt to reach the kingdom that Diana originally came from and confront her mother with Diana's ultimate goal to satisfy a contract she actually made with Eurydice's patron, which basically is get us out of the city safely, and I'll give you a soul of a powerful magic user, aka her mother. Which, sounds bad, you're sacrificing your mom, but from what Diana said, well, her mom's kind of a bitch. She's been trying to kill her for a long time. So, hey, try to kill me, I try to kill you. That's how it goes, right? But that's what she has promised, and they are making their way towards that kingdom when they got swallowed up by a strange portal that opened in the sea amidst a storm and an attack by a kraken. They found themselves in this mysterious place where Eurydice, using some of her contacts, we'll say, and Jacob using his knowledge, and the rest of the party gathering a little bit of information, they found out that they're in, as far as they know, a place called Purgatory that seems to be very bleached out and not filled with many features. It's very empty. And in fact, their ship seems to hover. And here I've got you there, Rogar. You are now back on the ship. Their ship is seeming to hover above any surface. In fact, what they can see below them, they are not sure what exactly that surface is, if it is a surface at all, and exactly how far it is, because distance is very difficult to determine. Rogar happened to, using a fly spell, go and scout out away from the ship in an attempt to see if he could find anything. In which he did find something, or rather someone. It seemed to be some kind of incorporeal entity, looking a lot like a tabaxi, but also ethereal in nature. It referred to itself as the Dreamer of Dreams when he had brought it back to the ship, and it began speaking in Primordial to Jacob. From it, they determined a great many things. One of them being a surprising bit of information that Diana suspected, but did not have clear confirmation of, and inadvertently ended up in Jacob's ears as quite a shock, which I'm sure is going to be talked about at some point during tonight's game, so I'll leave it as a bit of a surprise. They also found out that there are other things in this world, or in this plane, or whatever this existence is, that are not friendly. And the Dreamer of Dreams urged them to make haste, as it could sense something, or perhaps multiple somethings, approaching. They tried to figure out how in the heck are we going to move the ship, and by experimentation, some happenstance, a little bit of luck, they discovered a few different ways to propel the ship through this strange environment. And while it wasn't the same as sailing the seas, at least they were making progress, and in a direction that was indicated by the Dreamer of Dreams to be a potential escape for them, yet one that was surrounded by many dangers. So, traveling for a couple hours, and then not really having anything more to propel themselves with, they waited and waited until they could once again travel. And this is where we left off. The party had stopped moving. The ship no longer was gliding along. But the Dreamer of Dreams assured them that the presence or presences that or multiple presents, however you want to say it, that he had felt do not seem to be closing in on them at this time. So that's where you all are. You're on the deck of the ship, and some information has come to your attention, Jacob.
You're muted.
I think you are. I cannot hear you.
No, I know that.
There we go.
I was calling out the dogs behind me. Okay. We only had 1 hour, so Jacob is going to look to the Dreamer of Dreams and speak to it in Primordial.
Okay.
If you can stay around and just alert me when something is coming again, I can send out Boreas once more and have him help move this.
And he looks your direction and just kind of nods, and then continues to hover right around near the helm of the ship, looking out and about, mostly looking back in the direction from which you had come, focusing his attention seemingly back there for the most part. Thank you, Jim McNormal Guy, for the follow. Appreciate it.
Yay.
Woo woo.
Nice.
You seem like a normal guy.
Jacob will then look to Diana. Would you like to go to our quarters and have a conversation?
Does that mean I have to go under the boat?
Would you prefer above the boat? We can go somewhere. I just would rather have this conversation privately.
Yeah, we can go talk.
Okay, and he will start to walk, I guess, to the front of the ship to try to just get away from people.
Okay.
Which now I can actually do it, so haha!
Oh, I don't have control over you anymore?
I can walk myself.
Yes, he is in here.
Nope.
No. Oh god. It doesn't like it.
All right.
Oh, I love chaos.
Hey now.
Sorry. I had
Doesn't
to,
like being moved.
Boom. There we go. Jacob,
I had
you
to
have
see if
full
I could
control.
do that.
Alright.
I had to see if I could do that. I'm sorry.
I have
all good.
removed your control.
I
young
can see
lady.
that.
Oh, no, that's not the right button. That's fine. We'll just continue moving.
All right, and Diana, I assume you are going with towards the
Yeah.
bow of the ship.
Yeah, ship. Sorry, I'm
No worries.
I'm here. I'm not here.
I'm just gonna stand near the front. He is going to look at the people that are there and then trying to kind of ask politely for them to go for a few moments.
A couple of them kind of look at you for a second, and with like just a look of like, who are you to tell us what's going on? Then one of the others that's also up there, there's 3 of them kind of up near the bow, and they seem to be working on stuff. And one of the others kind of comes up to them and whispers, and both of you can roll perception checks if you wish.
Sure. I'll try to see what they're about. Let's see what I know. Let's get that going. Sorry, give me a
24.
second.
Well, that's just too high, so I don't know.
Well, my passive is 16, so.
Yeah.
We got a 21.
All right. Yeah, both of you are able to hear. Hey, assholes! Quit acting like dicks. All right. Don't you know those 2 saved your asses from that freaking beast? And they both kind of grumble a little bit, but then they move on, and they all start making their way away. And the one who kind of said that to the other 2, as the other 2 take off, he looks your direction, just kind of nods and gives a kind of a slight little bow of respect, and then turns and helps usher the other 2 away from you guys. So now they're
Jacob
off
does.
out of earshot.
Okay. So,
Do you want to address everything in chronological order or importance?
you know, I'll let you take. You go ahead and say which ones you want to talk about first.
You realize I could hear everything still, right?
No. No, I did not.
Yeah. So, you, with, was that a slip of the tongue? Or...
No, I mean, I was going to give my answer, but well, you were kind of rock, crystal technically, but
Yeah, I still don't know how that happened.
neither do I, and you know that's kind of low on my list of learning of things. So, I guess you have your answer now?
Not how I expected to get it trapped inside of a giant magical crystal, but at least you said yes now that I'm bearing your child.
Yeah, that's my thing that I wanted to start with. When? How? What?
We all know when and we all know how.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, Diana's
Tim
actually
Moore
gonna point
asking
out,
me.
well, seeing as you're the only person that I've nailed in God knows how long, that
is
kind of
fair.
already answers the how.
Okay, that's fine. That makes sense.
And given the only time we've been able to do anything also answers the when.
Okay, that's also fair.
And you're supposed to be the smart one.
Yes, look. There is a lot that happened.
You mean like trying to kill yourself by throwing yourself into a kraken's mouth?
You know,
wanna
that
talk
is
about
the
that?
next one, huh? I did it to help.
Okay. Hypothetically speaking, you jump into the kraken's mouth, you don't have a chance to do your little thunder steppy out. And I finally come back out of the crystal. What am I supposed to do? Because in case you haven't noticed, I'm not exactly capable of being a mother. My best friend's a thief who likes to stab everything. My other 2 friends are people who's a weird fallen angel deity thing The other one's a guy who apparently talks to his dead brother's spirit. And then you would be dead. And all I know how to do is drink, fuck things, and gather information. You expect me to be a mother?
You know, adding on to that list, you really need to learn more things, but again, it was one of those think moments, yeah. I did.
Yeah, you're the only one who does think in our group, so when you don't, we kind of have issues.
Hey! Metagaming here, I think.
I'm sure everyone here thinks.
I think as well. It's just more simply.
Yes.
You're more the practical thinker.
Oh god.
I think of a box. There's a box. You think of the box, the diameter of the box, the depth, and all that. I just see a box.
You know what? That's fine.
I see a
You know
place
what?
to hide.
I will definitely take that.
I'm like, hey, that's a fort.
It just was. I mean, you know this. I didn't have a lot to gain or lose for a long time. And when you sit there and see stuff that's kind of yours for once, you don't want to lose it. So I want to make sure that they're okay, and that was the quickest and obviously not the best plan, but it was the one that I had at the moment.
So, question.
Answer?
Had you died, now that we're in purgatory, would your soul have ended up here, or would you have just gone poof?
You know, that is also a good question, and I'm glad I don't have to find that out.
So, roping back around to the original point of all of this. I can't fight like this. Sure as shit can't take my mother on like this. And it, you know, he who shall not be named, according to Eurydice, finds out.
Yeah. I'm stressed. I'm worried.
You're not
happy.
the one growing it.
It's one way to put it.
Okay. I was more or less not talking about that portion. I was more just in general talking about you. But on that topic, obviously I'm worried now about this because I mean, you said it yourself. You're not fit to be a mother. I'm not fit to be a father at all. I read books. I do magic things. I can't even see him with my own eyes. Or it. I don't know what it is yet. But I can't see it. I literally wouldn't be able to see it.
Not to mention, I'm not quite sure how a newborn would handle constant feathers and picking.
Yes, that's also true. I don't think Frim would be the best around a child. I am actually kind of scared that he would pick it up and just take it to level it somewhere else. And I don't want either of you fighting over a child. So
He'll just take it to the Feywilds and it'll become a fairy. It's fine.
No.
It's a joke.
I mean, it's fair. But I'm here, you're here, and he will reach out and like grab both of her hands. We'll figure it out.
before or after I have to face my mother in a one-on-one to the death combat?
Preferably before, because I don't want you to do that. I've never wanted you to do that. I wanted to be by your side, helping you with that.
Yeah, so then maybe you shouldn't have jumped into a giant kraken's mouth.
If the situation was reversed, would you do it?
I wouldn't have jumped in its mouth, no.
You're right, and I didn't jump in its mouth.
Yes, you literally went feet first.
I jumped into a tentacle and got thrown. That's how I
Zeroth
died.
is the one who got eaten, so...
Yeah, Diana's just going based off what she's heard.
No, I was... One of them got grabbed by the tentacle and looked like it was going to be eaten once more. So I switched places with them by doing my teleporting shit, and instead of being eaten, I was thrown across the deck. So I guess he didn't like the taste of bird.
Bird.
You know, it's very ironic. The thing didn't kill me. What killed me, well, almost killed me, I should say, was going through the portal.
Why am I not surprised?
That hurt a ton. But I got zapped, and that's what took me down.
Wait, you got taken down by your own element?
Look, I don't want to talk about it. It was more or less...
Oh no, we're talking about it because you're normally Mr. I understand all magic and how to deal with it. And you got taken down by your own fucking element?
I didn't get taken... It's wild magic. I don't know how wild magic works. That is untapped, uncontrollable arcane energy. I'm not doing anything about that. There's nothing I can do.
So why don't you just contact Great Bear to ask him questions?
Well, when it comes to trying to talk across dimensions, things get a little finicky.
Okay. And now we're apparently talking to a ghost on a ship floating in the middle of nowhere after I got locked inside of a crystal, and apparently Zeroth smells like hanky funky weird shit now that I can't put my nose on. So quite frankly, at this point, you know, weird things that we don't understand isn't that far-fetched on the list.
That is fair.
How dare you, Eyewash?
But are you zestfully clean?
If you would like, I can
Sponsored
do it
by
now.
Zest.
I can try. I cannot guarantee anything will happen, but I can try.
That's not what I'm worried about right now, quite frankly. Zeroth and his new voodoo isn't my priority at the moment.
Okay.
My priority at the moment is whenever we find this portal, we have no guarantee it's gonna get us out, or if it even exists.
That is a fair statement.
And no offense, I don't feel like giving birth in purgatory.
I don't blame you. Congratulations, you now exist in the forever life. Doesn't sound too fun. The only problem is, what choice do we have other than trying on that one? We either sit here and do nothing, or we go and see what the random ghostly person who speaks primordial to me and warns me of other dangers that are coming because our scents are somehow different because we live and everything else here is dead, so...
Does
what else do we
Rogar
have?
know magic that can deal with undead?
I don't know, actually.
I mean, he literally... Have you seen that man's back?
Have I seen that man's back?
Yeah, he has these weird spectral demon angel wing things. Undead stuff is kind of his forte. knows about that?
Jacob
I
does
thought
not
he
know
told
about
you
it.
guys by now.
Huh. Well, that's new.
Sorry for outing you, Rogar.
I guess I'll bring that up at another conversation with him later. Or maybe I won't bring it up at all and just let it come naturally. Who knows?
As he just viciously shakes his head.
So,
Remember when I told Rogar from Zeroth saying, "Don't give me any details, don't tell me a secret. It's better if you just keep it between you and yourself."
you chose the wrong person.
I mean, she hasn't told any of the others. The only person she just admitted it to was Jacob, and quite frankly, she tells him everything anyway, so...
Yep.
That
But-
was his first mistake.
Okay. So, we have that. We have this thing telling us to go towards a portal, and potentially there's a portal there.
Hey, weird question.
That's a... okay.
Hypothetically speaking, because you understand magic more than I do.
Okay.
Remember when I had my barrier up and nothing could sense or see us inside of it?
The dome, right?
If I did that again, would the ghosty goos be able to sense and or see us inside of it?
That's a very good question.
Now, the problem is, it's not big enough to do the entire fucking crew,
No, it's very much not.
but if there's anyone else who knows magic that might be able to do it, we could create multiple barriers.
I don't know how many of the crewmen are savvy with arcane, but we can ask and try. I mean, again, that's all we have right now is trying.
Yeah, well, I tried one of my strongest spells that I have, and it did zilch, so...
Oh, trust me, I very much understand that.
You attacked the Kraken with lightning, didn't you?
I used my strongest spell on something and it did not do anything, so yeah.
You used lightning on a Kraken.
Yes, I did.
A Kraken who's known to bring storms.
Do you
and-
really want to bring up all the things that I did
Yes,
wrong,
I am
or
right
do you
now,
want to...
In case you haven't noticed, I'm just kind of latching on to anything at the moment that's not me pregnant.
Well, the problem is all of those things have happened. This thing is currently happening.
Yeah, and I'd rather pretend it's not.
I feel like we kind of saw what happened when that happened.
In my defense, I didn't know I was pregnant.
I know.
I just thought I was sick.
I know.
Stressed about finding the Andre figure.
I mean, hey, I'm sure you're still stressed about that. I'm just assuming it was heightened by other stress on the body.
No, really? Wouldn't have guessed.
I almost can say that I missed the sarcasm.
Almost.
Almost missed it.
All right, now while you're having this conversation, the other three, Zeroth, Rogar, and Eurydice, what are you guys doing at this time?
Well, Eurydice, after spending a while trying to corral Zeroth into making sure he goes the right way as a bird, she's like, okay, I need something fun to do, and she's gonna find, like, a board or something, just like, I don't know, a board, a board. And she's gonna try and slide down the stairs without falling.
Okay. Alright, so first off, with your insanely high passive perception, you're easily able to find something that you think would suit your purposes. You also notice, while you're looking around for something to use, that the captain of the ship, Captain Argo, seems to be in a heated discussion with the first mate and the helmsman and a couple other, which seem to be like the officers of the ship. And it's clear to you from, as you're kind of moving around and, looking around their vicinity, that they're trying to figure out how the heck to get the ship to consistently move, trying to figure out more about where they are, racking their brains for maybe some ancient stories and things like that, and just trying to come up with ideas. And you hear Antonio, who happens, even though he's not, and he's very new to the ship, seems to kind of butt himself into their conversation a little bit and relays some of the information he heard you guys talking about as far as where you're at, and talking about we see what they did, maybe we can work off that. And you notice that the captain actually seems to be listening to him a little bit, even though he's kind of speaking out of turn and not really his place. The first mate seems a little annoyed because he's kind of being, overridden here a little bit, but the captain's actually taking note of the things he says. But there's definitely a lot of discussion there. As for the rest of the crew, occasionally, they might start doing something with the ship, like normal routine stuff, but as the ship isn't really going anywhere,
they're just kind of standing there idly, just wondering what they can do and just pacing, just like, what am I supposed to do?
Exactly. And they also, pretty much everyone you see on the ship, they have the way they're carrying themselves and their body language and everything. Some of them are really trying to put on a brave show, but a lot of them are very nervous and ill at ease with this whole situation. They're just not liking it. And that's what you notice. And then you finally... yes, go ahead.
Well, once I do find the thing that I'm going to use to slide down the stairs, you're going to see he's going to hold it above her head and just be like, I'm going to slide down the stairs. Who wants to see me smash my face into the wall?
Okay, so you yell that out, and several
then I
of
run
the nearby...
to the top of
Quick
the stairs.
question. Has she
hold on
yelled that? Can Diana hear it?
Hold on one second. Before I answer that. So you're yelling this out?
Yes, and then I run to the top of the stairs at the top deck.
You do notice immediately that quite a few crew members nearby seem to latch onto this as an opportunity to not focus on where the hell are we, how we get out of here, that kind of stuff, and line up along near the stairway.
Yay!
And start going, go, 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 go. Okay, Diana, I need anyone who wants to can roll a perception check. Now, being that there's no real wind and anything to blow the sound away, it is possible that you might hear it at the bow of the ship.
I got
But
a
it's
25.
That's actually exactly what you needed from that distance away. That's what I was gonna say. It's not gonna be easy.
I got a 19 plus 6.
Hey, it works. And Jacob, if you wanted to roll to hear that, you could as well. And Rogar and Zeroth, both of you are much closer.
I wouldn't be able to make
anything. Okay.
Say that again.
While Eurydice is looking around, what are you guys doing before? Because she's spent a little bit of time looking around to try to find the appropriate plank or lid of a barrel or something.
But no, the reason I was asking is because I would just want Diana, because she can see how the stairs are lined up on one side of the decks. And she
Right,
would
but-
just be like yell across to Eurydice because she knows how to project her voice because of singing.
Yep, but
And just
it's
be like-
actually
Yeah, because
we're
there's
kind of
no
jumping
wind
back.
and whatnot right now.
Right, and we're actually jumping back a little before that because right now, in time, Eurydice is looking around for her item, and Rogar and Zeroth could be doing things that could put them
Yeah, I
in
know.
another
I mean,
place.
when she yells,
Oh yeah, I know. But when we
Diana
get there-
would yell back.
Yeah,
If
we'll get
you
to that.
angle it right, you can get down both sets of stairs.
And we'll get to that. And we'll get to that. So, Rogar and Zeroth, what are you two up to? Don't everyone jump at
Rogar.
once.
I was gonna let Zeroth go
Do
first.
you think that we could we could craft some type of giant fans?
Wait, did you ask that to
You know,
me?
like a giant. Yeah,
Oh shit!
I'm talking to you.
Wasn't paying attention. I knew you were saying.
You know, like an oar, but have a fan type thing, so
A
we can
fan
just,
oar.
attempt to move the ship in a way.
I mean, yeah, technically. Lots of things don't make sense here, so
Okay.
we can try
How
it.
many? Like, what all do we need to make them, and how many do we need to make the ship move?
A lot.
That is the question.
Yeah. I mean, you'll need.
Is that cool, DM? Can I ask the crew to help out with this endeavor?
You can definitely try. Now,
Oh, dear
for
God.
something like this, since neither of you two have any skill with being an artificer,
I should've
I'm
took that
literally
one
thinking
level.
like some type of rigid cloth with sticks taped or tied to an oar, and then literally just
Stroking.
doing.
I'm just looking here. I'm looking here.
Just doing the-
Okay.
The fan thing.
Yeah. Okay. So this is.
I'm not thinking something pretty or fancy, something that just makes it move.
This is what I will rule on this. Is because neither of you are engineers by any means. I mean, you can ask around the ship and see what you can come up with, and spending some time. And this is what you're doing during this time. And since you kind of came up with this idea, you're asking around to see what help you can get. You do notice that crew members are eager to have something to occupy them. You both notice this. You notice that everyone seems on edge. They're nervous with this whole situation, and asking them, "Hey, can you help me with something?" They're all volunteer. Yes, everyone just jumps at the chance to have some distraction.
Right on.
And
That's amazing.
what you do find is that some of them, as would be on a ship like this, are carpenters by trade, because it's very important if you're going to fix a ship, you got to have, the carpentry skills to do such. And so many times you will find
Okay.
carpenters by trade. And some shipbuilding experience. Now, that doesn't mean they're quite engineers. So
Okay.
what it's going to actually take to try to create something like this is going to be straight intelligence.
Okay. Let's
Oh,
see how dumb I am.
I'll help you.
Okay.
Okay, and I will remind you guys that there are currently some advantages that have been given on the channel. We have currently 2 for Jacob, 1 for Diana, 1 for Zeroth, 1 for Rogar, 1 for Eurydice, and 1 for me. So those are the advantages.
Well, that's not gonna help us.
All right.
I was gonna bless
I really-
us, but it
Really
didn't
hope this
help.
works.
Okay, so you're helping him, so you're getting advantage from the help action.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
Oh,
Okay, so what's your total?
geniuses.
20.
So your total is 20. Okay.
Beats me.
With Rogar's help and some help from the crew and everything, you start to develop an idea of a design. And you're slowly starting to gather some materials. Then, all of a sudden, I do need both of you, since you're up on deck doing this, to roll perception checks.
Oh, I love these. Uh-oh, I threw that thing far. Oh, wow, I just keep rolling 17s.
You do.
I got
You're
a-
like the 17 master.
I got a soft 20.
Soft 20. Okay. So, both of you
Nice.
do all of a sudden, while you're in the middle of, kind of coming up with plans and discussing this with some of the crew, you hear Eurydice say that, "Hey, I'm gonna go sledding down the stairs. Anyone want to watch me fall on my ass or whatever?"
Watch me
And-
smash my face into the wall.
That's what it was. Watch me smash my face into the wall. And then you see a bunch of the crew members that were up there, near where she was, start gathering around the stairs, and she runs up the stairs and starts getting ready. And then Diana, you also hear Eurydice's yell, and then you start hearing, all of you can start hearing some chanting from the ones along the stairs. Go, 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 go. And Diana, you heard Eurydice's yell.
And she would have yelled back, if you line it up correctly, you can get down both flights in one go.
Fucking deja vu.
Yes.
Okay, you will
Because
need to roll
Singers
perception.
know how to project their voice, so she can try to get it across.
I need to roll
perception. You will need to roll perception because you have several crew members much closer to you shouting, "Go, go, go!" So they're kind of drowning out what's being said.
That's a 13. No, a 14.
Nice.
Okay. All you're hearing is the chants egging you on with "Go, go, go," and you kind of hear in the background, but you can't make it out. It's just this.
It's fine,
Cute
I'm
little
used
voice.
to being ignored.
Aww.
Aw.
Sound like the beginning of the Root Sandstorm.
And you also have to realize there are like 6 people shouting there.
Yeah.
He still would be like, that's fine, I'm used to being ignored.
Well, then go and start the sea shanties with them or something. Do what you do best.
I know a lot of sea shanties.
Then go and do it, and he will actually nudge her forward to go.
Okay.
Kick her out.
Eurydice? Are
Yes.
you going to slide?
Yes.
All right. Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Why am I not proficient in this skill?
You're not.
I don't know.
What?
Hold on.
I had other priorities.
That's
Like-
not.
Obviously
Have
perception.
a sea shanty that I would want them all to sing.
We'll get to that in a second.
12.
12. Okay. You make it down the first set of steps, and everyone is going, "Yeah!" as they watch you go down the first set of steps. You, however, misjudge the offset
Yeah.
and the velocity with which you achieve. And you slam into the railing
Yes.
on this deck right here. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Now this, I'm not proficient in.
You're
Why?
not?
No,
I-
my god.
9.
Please land in the nets and get tangled.
Uh,
Please land in the nets and get tangled.
I will say, if you want, you can use your advantage from the stream.
I know, but it's funnier if I don't.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, anyone close by, anyone who's looking that direction and watching this spectacle, sees Eurydice
everyone.
fly head over heels over the railing,
Oh god.
and I need you to make a second dexterity save.
Okay.
I actually have
to
a
go into a
seat
cargo
all
hold.
lined up. I really like
11.
11. You get just enough that your momentum is carrying you forward, and you almost go over the ropes that are kind of roping off the cargo hold area and the netting there, but you manage to catch yourself on one of the ropes. You still end up taking
Uh-oh.
7 points of bludgeoning damage from your fall.
this is as much fun. It wouldn't have been as much fun if I didn't get hurt.
No. And all the crew that were watching, like immediately rushed to the railing, and then everyone who was paying attention, when she hit the railing and flipped over, you all heard a massive "oh" from everyone, like it was just that reactive noise. And then when she landed again, it was like "oh," and they rush and they're looking over.
She stands up and she goes, "Huzzah! I'm alive!"
And they all start to cheer. And you realize you've kind of raised morale.
Yay! And then I'm gonna go do it again.
Okay.
Woohoo!
And while you're running up there, one of the guys, in fact, the one that had kind of ushered the other two away from you, Jacob and Diana, he kind of approaches and says, "I thought I heard something about sea shanties."
And Anna would slowly raise her hand and be like, "That would be me."
And
She's probably the best one you'll run into, so she can back you guys up. I'll lead you guys, each one.
And he says, "Well, which ones do you know?"
And I personally actually know a lot.
He
I
says,
actually listen to them routinely.
Does
I'm
he
straight up
say
down
you?
to sing some she shanties.
Does he say, do you know the one that goes like this? There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. And he starts singing that. And
Diana
all the
will
guys
follow
around him.
through. The name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. The winds blew up, her bow dipped down. Oh, blow my bully boys, blow.
And then you hear the other two hearing that all come up towards you, and then all three of them, they're like, "Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar," and they're just going
and
off.
Tea and rum.
Yeah, and they're just going.
Oh,
off.
it's the one that's on TikTok.
Oh
And
yeah,
everyone's
one of the ones.
determined
I mean,
to.
there's a ton of them.
Yeah.
And
One day when
eventually,
the tugging is done, we'll take our leave and go.
no. But
I don't know
no, they're
that
all
one. I wanted
they're
to
all
sing,
going
but I didn't
off.
know that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
you
all
don't?
going off.
There's another one that you might know.
You know,
It's
leave her,
fucking-
Johnny, leave her. You know that
Yep.
one? Okay.
Yep, I know that one too.
Yep. And then
I need lyrics in front of me. I can't sing it off the top of my head. I ain't no bard.
yeah.
I actually
then-
have them memorized.
And they start going through a whole bunch of them with you. I mean, you even get some, like one guy who has actually very long red hair and barrel-chested man comes forward, and a bunch of them are coming your way and joining in, and he starts singing, "My mother told me someday I would buy," and it starts. I don't know if you know that one, but
Oh, I do. The next line goes, a galley with good oars,
sail to
Yep.
distant shores. Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
do
so-
know that one.
you're getting a whole bunch of these sea shanties, everyone is just enjoying themselves. And Jacob, what's your passive perception? And Diana, what's yours?
Mine's a
Jacob's
16.
Passive is 13.
Okay. I'll need you to roll.
Okay.
Both of us?
No, you don't need to roll, Diana.
Okay, give me one moment. Do.
Rogar's about to jump off the edge.
17.
17. Okay. Both of you notice that the group that's up there with you, you guess there's probably about 8 of them. The group that's up there with you, you notice that through this, and this goes on for quite a while, as you're going through several different songs, their posture, their demeanor, everything seems to relax a bit. Everybody seems a bit more at ease. And what you all collectively have done as a group in your own individual ways seems to have raised the morale of the crew and brought what could have been crew under stress, potentially superstitious, in an unknown situation that they are hearing is fraught with danger. You could have just prevented catastrophe. And I'm going to say everyone gets an inspiration point. Add that to your boards.
Woot!
Woo!
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. I have
Also,
6 now.
I'm going to post the picture of the fan that I'm thinking of in my brain. I'm gonna try and put it in the
Please do.
chat so that you have an idea what it looks like.
I'm gonna listen to sea shanties now.
All the
Also,
ones you
made
sung,
my
I
project
did
bar
not
right
know.
now, so I'm not
You
gonna-
know Leave for Johnny.
Yeah, I
All right.
know that one, but I
Hold on a
need
sec.
the
Say
name.
that again, Eurydice.
I'm eating a Klondike bar right now, so
Ah.
you're not gonna get my
What
camera
would
for a
you
few minutes.
Well, we already know what you would do
Sound
if we were a
like
Klondike bar, and that is hide your camera.
And it's also slide down the stairs and fall off 2 railings.
Obviously.
But no, I love me some good sea shanties. So.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
There's another one. There's another sea shanty that's more raunchy and more female based.
Yes, I'm sure there is.
Uh-huh.
Hang on. Let me find the name of it really fast. I don't.
Yes.
I know the lyrics, but I don't remember the name.
Now, while you are searching for that, what I am going to say is that at this point in time, while you guys are singing sea shanties and Eurydice is once again tempting fate, which how many times do you get to slide down the stairs there, Eurydice?
As many times as I want to, and then I'm just like, I don't know, like 3 times, and they'll be like, anyone else want to give it a go? As I say with a bloody nose.
Okay. So go ahead and roll 3 acrobatics checks. And if you get above a 15, you're good. If you get less than a 15, I need you to roll those dex saves.
Found
Okay.
it.
So there's... I got a 14 for one of them.
Okay.
And 19 for the other 2.
Okay,
Nice.
so for the 14, I need you to roll 1 dex save first.
Another 14.
Okay, that's good enough for that one. So you don't have to roll a second one. So you actually don't take damage on those 3 attempts. You actually do manage. The first one, you don't make it all the way down. You slam into the rail again, but this time you catch yourself and prevent yourself from going over or taking any damage. The third and fourth slides that you take, you think you got it figured out now and you got the right angle, and you manage to go down both sets of stairs all the way into the deck, and everyone's loving it. Now, while all that's going on and the sea shanties are going on, Rogar and Zeroth, you are in the middle of a construction project.
I just
And-
posted the picture, by the way.
Okay, good. I was waiting for it. Aha. So you're basically making this. Okay.
I mean, I quite literally like
Okay.
that's what popped in my brain.
Oh, you're making a giant paper fan.
Okay.
Technically, if we make it big, really large, what I was thinking is there'd be 2 handles on the fan, so there could be 2 people on it to control it a little bit better. Or, however they're wafting it either way or up and down. I'm trying to just think of ways that they can use these so they can propel us forward.
Okay. Jacob, give me a perception check.
Okay. Jacob shall perceive thing.
But yeah, no, the sea shanty I was thinking of is called Twiddles.
22.
Yeah, I saw you posted that. 22. Okay. You do manage to notice a little bit of commotion on the main deck where Zeroth and Rogar and several crew members seem to be building something.
Okay.
To be clear, Rogar is not really helping. He's just,
He's just
issuing
there.
orders. He's like, oh,
He's directing.
He is the supervisor.
yeah, bend with your back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Jacob will give a wave to Diana and just kind of point that he is going to the main part of the deck while they're sea shantying away. And he walks down to the main deck to figure out what's going on. So, what am I looking at?
So, when you get down there, and they're down right here in this area, and when you get down there, you see Rogar and Zeroth and several crew members, and there seems to be some kind of fan-like contraption. It looks like a large fan that you would hold in your hand to kind of fan yourself if you were hot.
Well, I'm thinking like upscaling this.
Right.
So,
But
I'm
it's
here for
it's
moral
kind of like the picture he posted in the Discord. But he said, like you said, there's gonna be 2 handles attached to the fans for 2 people and stuff. So it's starting to take shape like that.
Okay. So, does it look like everything is being designed correctly from what his idea sounds like?
As far as you can tell, yes. But I'll say, give me an intelligence check.
Sure can. 22.
Okay. You think that his idea is sound? However, there may be some ways to make an efficiency upgrade to it. As what springs to your mind is making 2 of those and putting them together and connecting them at the sides, and then kind of around the back with almost like accordion folds in them. And maybe if he did that, it could act like a giant bellows.
That would be pretty. All right, and Jacob will explain through the thought process of it all. So, the idea of I'm assuming this is going to be more of a giant fan to, 2 people doing like that, right, Zeroth? Toga?
Oh, quick question.
Yeah.
yeah, more or less.
Okay, so basically, as that is a very good idea, and there's nothing wrong with it. However,
That'd be a good workout too.
it would be. But
Could use it.
so what we can do with this is we can actually put 2 of these fans together, attach them into the center way, and if we can make these folds in the back and have handles connected there. What we can do is instead of having two people having to full lunk arms, I don't know what the terms are, but instead press together and have this wind contraption push outward rather than having to constantly fan it.
So you're thinking more like this?
Relatively, yeah.
Sides?
Just bigger.
I'm gonna look at the workers. Does that sound like a good idea? Yeah. Does that sound a little bit better than doing this? Because I still think this is a good idea.
So the workers kind of pool their heads together and they're talking about it.
And they just look
And they look at you and they kind of shrug and say, and one of them kind of speaks up for the others, says, I don't rightly know. I mean, never had to do this to the ship before. Always had, the sea and, long oars if we really needed to move.
Well, as you can see, the sea is not here. So
yes, this is an airship now.
Let's attempt the
Yo, if we could make like the first
billow.
airship, that would be so cool.
Would we require to like hang a sail on the back part of the ship, in a sense?
I have a
So that it
rope
can
hanging
catch
back there.
Well, the rope can't catch a draft.
I know, I'm just saying it's possible to hang a sail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I thought we were just going to do it to.
I feel like we're
You
just
know what?
shooting out ideas.
You guys seem
Well,
like
how
you
are
got
you
it.
supposed to get it into
I'm
the
not-
air
I'm
and
not
then
doing
that's
anything.
squeeze?
What?
Well,
After Eurydice does a couple times, does her slide a couple times, and hopefully someone else takes up the mantle of doing that, she's
Yes,
gonna kind
someone
of
definitely does. In fact,
Sweet.
it seems to be a line.
sweet. Eurydice will kind of mosey her way down to the guys, discussing all this.
Okay.
And when she's been briefed, if you attach it to the, if you make it so it attaches, it can, I don't know, if you make it big enough, you can just like put it on like, I don't know, one of the farthest sail back or something. You just have it blow right into the thing. I don't. Never mind.
Kind of like a rear parachute in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the billow's there, and
Yeah. I'm gonna look to Jacob real quick and kind of be like, nudge my head over.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Also, what if you? I'm just spitballing here, and it just came to mind, and it just sounds like fun. What if we use like some sort of like bungee system to like have it so like people
Jump?
can just like
No.
jump?
my brain's been
and,
thinking about that entire time. That's
Yeah,
why I
like
asked him if he wanted to do
bungee
this
cords
or if
so
it
they
was
can, like,
this.
pull it down and then
So-
bring it back up, and
I'm down for a bungee system.
Nobody has gust of wind. That's what I was gonna ask Jacob. You don't know that spell.
No, I do not, but I also have a way of creating a giant, a large air elemental to make wind constantly. Relatively constantly.
you're ready.
Well,
I have
think
daggers. Does that help?
This is my idea here. There comes to a point where we're all fucking tired from using our magic and we can't keep moving.
That is true.
This is
Yeah,
an
we're
alternative.
we're
The crew
kinda
can
at
keep
that
helping
point.
us move.
We're at that point right now.
Yes, no, and I think this is a great idea. I don't really know about the bungee system.
Yeah, no.
So what I was thinking was more of a pulley system rather than a bungee system. What
Now that
You-
one
you
actually
have-
makes a lot more sense.
you have the rope over wherever the
But we would need to
billow
do it
is.
shifts.
Someone's tied up by the waist with the rope holding on to it. They're going to jump. There's going to be slack on the rope on this side. There's going to be like two people that come with it because they're going to be jumping from the top, I'm assuming, to gain momentum
Okay.
in a way. While somebody else has this side to help pull them back down. Hell, I'll sit there and keep doing that. I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's fine, but to raise your point with that, if we're going to talk about moving it like that, why not just have both people on the ground with a rope connected all the way up, so they go and hoist it in one direction,
Yeah, but
moving it,
they need
pushing
much
it.
more force at that point for leverage to actually be
Yes,
able to
but that also causes
I'm
people
throwing out
less
an idea.
likely to die.
If you have a better, safer method that's a little easier for them, definitely. I'm just throwing out what I'm thinking of.
No, and I appreciate it, Zeroth. I think it's a very great idea. It's just, again, we don't want to.
We can have a system of counterweights tied to one end, and like both ends both weigh the same amount, and they're just a few inches off the ground. But then someone pulls on one side, makes it go down, and then let it go. Pull it down, let it go.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that too.
Me too.
Did you
No,
say that's what you were getting at too, Roga?
No, I just thought you meant like an actual just a rope so that they can just pull.
No,
You guys are
it would be two-sided, one with the weight being equal on both sides. So depending on which direction that two people are standing on, you can throw one side down, have the other side raised, and have a person on the other side.
Oh, like,
to just
yeah.
keep moving it back and forth, basically.
No, I think we'd actually only need one. One.
Relatively, yes, one.
Yeah,
but it is
yeah.
just a help to have it reset. So
Can
it's a little
Diana
better.
just like randomly cut in to their back and forth banter about this
actually-
thing that they're making?
Actually, before that happens, while you guys are discussing this, you all of a sudden notice Captain Argo is right kind of in your midst. Oops, I dropped him over the side because...
Goodbye, Captain Argo.
I've been there before. Don't worry, you won't go far.
Excuse me. He is
Oh
right
shit! I
kinda-
gotta jump in.
Yeah, he's kind of right in your midst here, and he's looking at what you guys have been putting together, and he
Fuck is
says,
that shit?
"What are you doing with my ship?"
Something crazy.
Yar, Captain Yargo, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
no.
Don't
That's
do
so
that.
offensive.
No,
That's so
no,
offensive.
No.
Goodness.
Can Diana go over to them now? Seeing what the fuck they're doing and whatnot.
Well, before you do, one thing I do want to
Let me finish
bring
how
one
I'm
thing-
talking to the captain.
Yes.
No,
and what-
because it's disrespectful and it's not
And-
smart.
That's
what-
that's fine.
A pirate now.
And what I before you do that, what I do want to say is, in reference to what you asked in in the Discord, is while
just
you're over there, with the group of sailors that have joined you in singing sea shanties, Antonio joins you. Or sorry, I misspoke. Antonio joins you. And as he approaches, he starts singing along with. And you notice that he has one of the most beautiful baritone voices you have ever heard. It is just, it is like honey. It is so smooth and
Gotta love
clear.
baritones.
Yeah, it's a beautiful voice, and he harmonizes so well with the others. It's you honestly think that, well, damn, this boy's a natural bard.
Didn't he
I
want
mean-
to be a bard?
He did kind of allude to that.
Well, now I
And-
know something to pass my time. I get to teach them instruments.
And so while that's going on, so now the captain has approached and asked what you're doing with his ship, guys.
Something stupid.
So
Yes,
Zeroth started answering.
Yep.
Rudely interrupted.
Because you're disrespectful.
It's
Yes,
still
we're singing.
I have
How?
faith in him.
Okay. Let me ask you personally. This is not in character. How is that offensive when I go, Yar, Captain Yargo? It doesn't matter. He's a fucking pirate.
He's
Well,
not.
he's not a
He's not a
pirate.
pirate.
Okay, Zeroth thinks he's a fucking pirate. He's sitting
Hell
on a
yeah.
fucking
He
ship.
runs a giant military brig, and you
It's
think
hilarious,
he's a pirate.
and I love it.
I do love
Yep.
it too.
Yep.
We've
Big
said
And
Zeroth.
you are
multiple
singing.
times.
And
And
you are singing.
See, this is why he's not allowed to talk most of the time.
Whoa!
You're not allowed to fucking control when I talk.
You tell him.
All right, so
Anywho,
Zeroth.
we're making a contraption to make wind blow.
To make wind blow.
Was that
Yes, and it'll
nicer?
probably horribly disfigure your ship for the rest of its days.
And he stares at Zeroth for a second when he makes his response of, to make wind blow. He looks at you, winks, and goes, "Yar."
Yeah.
Oh, he's into this.
And then Eurydice says that'll probably horribly disfigure your ship for the rest of its days.
And when you say that,
Not
he
necessarily.
He just stares at you
I
for an
mean-
uncomfortably long time.
And she's like, I mean, your deck is already stained with the blood of my nose, so...
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's where this conversation
They
is
can
going.
just
That's not
kind
where I
of
was
work
thinking.
that into the
True.
finish of the wood. It'll just fade.
Exactly, you know?
Yeah, you'll be one with the ship.
But technically,
That's
if this works,
Also weird.
Hmm.
he technically could make it look nicer in the future and continue to use it.
Automatic wind!
He kind of turns back towards Zeroth as you're describing this, and he goes, "You should have asked my permission first, but I like the initiative."
Sorry. I had an idea pop into my head, and I asked everybody to help, and we just started going at it. I
I
apologize.
like the. It's okay. I like the initiative, and he kind of leans in closer and lowers his voice and says, "To be honest, I had no fucking idea how we're gonna make the ship move anymore without your friend flying at the back and you as a big ass bird, and that wind thing that your buddy made."
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of having to do that, so this I figured would be a better alternative, because then the crew can take turns as well.
He
Sounds
would
like a
stay.
plan to me. And he starts lending a hand and pitching in himself, hands on.
All right.
Just
Amazing.
it
Sweet, sweet.
takes you all.
Eurydice,
few-
once the captain actually starts helping, she'll go over to the guys who are still like sledding down the stairs, if they are.
Okay.
She'll be like, "Hey
Yeah.
guys, come on and help us over here. We're trying to get the ship to move.
No.
You want to help with that?"
Okay.
The more you add, the more chaotic it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you end up drawing over a bunch more deckhands. Again, everyone seems eager to have something to do. Some are perfectly content to continue sliding downstairs.
That's
And
fair.
as long as the captain's not paying attention to the fact that they're not doing anything productive, they don't seem to care. He seems occupied right now, so they're like, yeah. Others, though, are more concerned about getting movement on the ship, getting the hell out of here. And so
Yeah.
they gladly pitch in with that. And you soon have around 15 crew members, including the captain, helping
She's
you guys
gonna
out.
like, with the extra people, she's gonna be like, "Okay, wait until someone with like experience gives you a job, okay? Because I don't know what to do, and they do."
Now, working with this larger crew takes some organization, but you all managed to kind of get Zeroth's
Question real quick.
vision created. Yes.
This is just like, I'm just assuming that we may have enough material to make a few of these. What we could technically do is we could divide the teams up into groups. That way we're not all clustered together, creating like maybe 3 of these things to boost the speed even.
Okay.
For like one for each sail.
Give me a percentile roll, and we'll see.
That's that 100 run, right?
Yes.
Yep. Actually, you know what? We'll just make it simple. Roll a 1d4.
Oh,
1d.
wow.
We're gonna make it real simple.
The one that hurts your feet.
I got a 4.
Okay, you managed to get enough material together from the ship. The captain, because he seems to be on board with this plan, is willing to sacrifice material from the ship, actual, pieces of the ship, if needed,
Honestly,
to help
I
you
was thinking
create.
maybe most of the sails from like the front as well.
Well, that's mostly what he's going with, but he's actually willing to sacrifice material of the ship in order to come up with a method to get the ship moving. And
right on.
I will say, everyone but Eurydice, who's down there, make a perception check.
I love being perceptive. It is the best.
I hate it.
Am I supposed to
I
as
don't
well,
hate
or am I still like writing the sea shanty?
You're writing your new sea shanty.
12.
Rogar
I got a
is-
16.
Because I'm legitimately taking this song and rewording it to work for the Kraken.
Wow.
I'm bored.
Outstanding. Okay, well that's cool. I want to have that song and post that up on the Facebook and stuff like that when we're done. But,
I wouldn't, because it's horribly copywritten, because I'm just changing a couple words out of the original song.
well, change it more. No.
I will like to say on D&D Beyond, I did roll an 18.
Yes,
I
but
will
you
say-
didn't on
yeah, I'm writing- I also-
Tailspire. Hold on. You didn't on Tailspire, but that's okay because obviously Rogar is focused on directing the group that he's kind of directing for the one that
No
each
clue
one
what's
of
going
you
on.
four kind of has one that you're in charge of, it seems, and like out of the 4 that you're creating. And so you're kind of directing and you're focused on that and making sure that that's going well. What did you get, Zeroth?
I got a 16.
Okay, and Jacob?
I got a 12.
And Eurydice. All right, you didn't have to roll.
No, I didn't. I'm too perceptive.
If you want mine, I rolled a 20.
Nope.
20, but
Okay.
I'm also writing sea shanties.
Okay. Eurydice, you are the only one to notice that the vast majority of material that is being used for this is all from stuff above decks. And when anything else is needed, the captain directs one of his crew members to go get it and make sure that it's one of his crew members. You kind of notice that he's always seemed to be on the ball with making sure his crew members go below decks.
I wouldn't
that sounds fair.
Yeah.
It's a subtle thing.
Logically, it's his ship, it's his crew.
Yeah, but it's a subtle thing. But you
Yeah.
notice that, when you've thought, and specifically because, like, when you've thought of the, like, I'll go get it, it seems like he's already beaten you to the punch and sent someone off down there and says, oh, no, you can see, Randolph is...
And it's just like,
going
God damn it, I wanted to go down there.
Yeah,
Mm.
but it seems to be that he's very much on top of that. And it takes you guys, part of the ship, part of the crew, nice. It takes you guys about a good 5 hours of work to gather the materials, assemble everything properly so that each of these 4 creations of yours are fairly uniform compared to each other, seem to be functional for what you're designing, and
Are we able to mount them?
are mounted in place where you would like them near the back of the ship.
Right on.
Sweet.
You now have these devices on the back of the ship, and Diana, you can be working on that sea shanty the whole time.
Oh,
If you
I
wish.
just kind of finished. There's only like a portion that I can actually do. I'll send it to you. It doesn't take
Okay.
very long to rewrite a couple of words.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you can be doing, whatever, you can maybe go and help out and stuff like that. But whatever you're occupying yourself during that time.
Honestly,
either with
after she
helping
gets
them.
the song written, she would
Mhm.
go to the captain and be like, well, they're all busy with their hours of work apparently. Once she's
Mhm.
done with hers, because she would have had the crew help her, the crew that stayed with her,
Mhm.
and she would have gone up to the captain and went, so, this is going to sound really odd to you, because you probably don't particularly care, but I taught your men something.
He kind of looks at you, askance, and just a little bit of a curious look on his face, and goes, "And that would be?"
The only thing I'm good at is singing, so I taught them a song about the Kraken. And she looks like
Nice.
both embarrassed and proud of herself.
Nice. Okay, and do you like sing it for him and everything? And
Yeah.
okay, and as you sing this
Sing.
song
Do it.
and the yes, do it. You can if
Because
you
I
wish.
have to cut partway into the actual song to
That's
get
all right.
it started.
You don't have to sing it if you don't want. I was just giving you a hard time. But
But
I meant it.
yeah, no, so it's you know the song. You actually sang it in the car. It's the Flying Dutchman, but I changed a few of the words to where instead of going she's called the Flying Dutchman and it's rage that fills her sails, I had changed it to she's called the Angry Kraken and it's rage that fills her sails.
Nice. Nice. All right. That's cool. So you sing this song for him, and Antonio joins in immediately with you and harmonizes with you. And a couple of the other guys that were up there singing with you, they also try to, they're struggling because this is something they just learned. They didn't even know this song at all, not to mention the words. They didn't know the tune or anything. So they're struggling a little bit to keep up, but they're doing
Thankfully, it's
okay.
the sea shanty, so it's easy to
Yeah.
catch on.
Yeah, they're doing fairly well, but not, they're not professional singers, Whereas you and Anthony,
Antonio.
in fact, Antonio, give me a performance check.
Yes! I got a 29.
I figured you'd get something like that. Yeah, together, it actually causes everybody who's working on these projects, and all of you, to stop and listen to this for a little bit as they sing it, because it is so catchy and just lively, and you're just like, I love this. This is the best song ever. You all
And what's
feel
nice is there's
very
enough
you all feel very
information in it to
energized.
there's enough information in the song to give actual warning, like with
yeah.
how the storm is described and looks, that like if they do pass it on to other boats and crews, it would be an
It would be
actual
helpful.
warning about the Kraken.
Yeah. But everyone feels energized. I mean, literally, you feel energized. Like, hey, this is, I'm raring to go. And in fact, I'm going to say that you actually all get the benefits of a short rest.
Oh, sweet.
Yay.
Because
Oh, do we get to roll hit dice?
if you want to roll hit dice, it's equivalent to a short rest. You're taking some time to relax and listen to it. It doesn't take a full hour or whatever, but you're taking some time to relax and listen to it, and just just how amazing this song is, it kind of gives you new life, new vitality. So yes, you all get the benefits of a short rest and everything that goes along with a short rest.
So I essentially gave you guys a song of rest without having to actually do it.
Yep.
Haha, I get all of my spell slots back.
Oh, wow.
On a short rest, nice.
My Arcane
just
Recovery, I
feel
use
rested.
a level 1 and a level 5, and I have it to where I can now go up to I can recover spells up to a level of 6.
Yeah, because my song of rest is actually if you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance, regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending 1 or more hit die. Each of those creatures regains an
They
extra
get an additional.
1d8 hit points.
Yeah, but this was actually better than that
Eat.
because it gave him the actual benefits of a short rest. It didn't give him the additional 1d8, but it gave him the benefits of a short rest all on its own for like a 5-minute song. You know, not even.
Oh yeah.
And I
Bonum
gained
came in handy.
nothing.
Yeah, so that came in very handy for you guys. Now it's been, by the time everything's done, it's been a good 5 hours. You actually, at that point, you finally got the contraptions mounted to the back of the ship. Everything seems good for a test of it, and the captain suggests, "Hey, we could all use a meal. We've been going hard for a while now. Why don't you join me in my quarters, and we'll have something to eat."
I could definitely go down for some food.
I feel like Diana would just be like, "Wait, do I count? All I've done is sing this whole time."
He turns to you and smiles and says, "Of course you do."
Yeah.
And with that, you guys all join him, I assume, unless someone has an objection to that. You join him in
No,
his quarters.
I decided to stay on the ship.
Yeah, I would have stopped Jacob like shortly. I tried to get his attention earlier, but he didn't
Okay.
notice.
Okay.
Before fully going in there, I'll make sure that me and him are alone. Before
Okay. So
hug him.
so everyone kind of makes their way towards the captain's quarters, and you pull him aside a little bit. So go ahead.
forcefully, just yeet him into a wall.
No, go, whoa.
I smell something. What do you know? No. No. So I remember vaguely. You and Diana got married. That's what you said.
No,
So,
so technically,
what?
there wasn't like a ceremony or anything like that. She just kind of.
Oh, there wasn't a ceremony.
Does Eurydice overhear any of this?
Oh hell no! I'll make sure we're.
I will say,
super...
yeah, no.
Damn.
I'll say the rest of you have already entered the captain's quarters, and Rogar kind of pulled Jacob aside and allowed the door to close.
She was there when Jacob said, "That's my wife," right?
Yes.
Everyone was there for that.
Okay.
You guys were there for that.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, but right now, all of you except for Jacob and Rogar.
Yeah, there wasn't necessarily a ceremony. It was more of a, hey, so I'm gonna be queen soon, so I'm going to need to have a king. Basically, she kind of like proposed to me on the way to this ship before everyone else kind of met near the ship area.
Hmm.
And I didn't really give an answer. And then she was turned to ice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said that,
That's
she was my
right.
wife.
Yeah, I think everyone
So
heard that.
I guess I did eventually answer it, just not the way that I was expecting to answer that question.
True. Well, I'm a paladin, and we paladins,
Are you asking to marry us?
Yeah, it would just, it would really actually help with my plans. If technically you'll be
We
a
are
king of
alone,
another
we don't
country.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have any claim to what I'm planning. So yeah, I don't mind marrying you two tomorrow.
To get you out of my way.
It is just the two of us. You could be honest with that.
What do you mean? I am being honest.
I mean, that's fair. I was just meaning that you didn't really have to hide. I understand what you were trying to get at.
Oh, no. I would also like to, I've only ever conducted no weddings my entire life. 'Cause everyone that I know dies.
Okay, speaking of which, how are you
Milestone.
feeling? Because, I was pretty close to dying.
Yeah, I literally saw your life flash before my own eyes.
That's
Your life.
how.
Magic.
You know what? We went through some crazy shit, so I can believe that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna die on me. I knew this day would happen.
Well,
I mean, you will die one day.
you know, we all will, Roga. That's kind of how life works.
Maybe, yeah. I have some plans in mind.
Oh, I don't. Oh, okay. All right.
It's not concerning.
Yeah.
We will put a pin in that one.
Yeah, no. I am sure we'll call upon your aid in a much later on time.
That is fair. That is fair. So,
All I know
So,
is
yeah.
I'm probably about to get in trouble.
So wedding tomorrow, right?
a wedding tomorrow.
Yeah. We should
wife
probably
wants
do
Diana.
it like at night, you know,
What?
since it'll be tenebrous.
Okay, well, before I even come to a decision on when that should be, I should probably also ask the person who asked me to marry them.
Sometimes, you know,
Goodness.
women like to see like the initiative.
Oh God.
So maybe, you know, if
I don't need this conversation with you.
I mean, there's like nothing that you're not telling the rest of the group, right? That would like be like, oh man, maybe we should stop and think for a little. Or you know anything.
Oh goodness.
You know. You know, it's not like she's already stressed about being pregnant or anything.
You look like you're sweating, my friend.
No, it's
It's not hot
Wait,
in
just
here.
her not know.
No one knows except you and Jacob.
Oh,
So
I mean, I can keep secrets. You just.
Diana's pregnant.
So you've already consummated your marriage.
Okay, no. All right.
Interesting. Well, I mean, we can always forge the documents to say, you know.
Okay, Rogar, please.
No, I'm just saying, like, from what I remember, you know, I don't know. I'll do some research for y'all, because I'm pretty sure she's only a princess, and she's technically. Is she classified as a bastard princess?
I don't know.
no,
Was she
I
an
was born of
ex-princess?
royal blood through and through.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like,
I'm just
since
an
you're.
ex-princess, not
Yeah, you're an ex. Okay, so yeah, I guess no, it would be safe for her to conceive a child before she takes the throne. But I feel like the legitimacy of that could be questioned. So I'm thinking about your future child.
No, I get it, and I'm very happy that you are, but maybe a rain check on the Mary thing for a bit.
So
She,
2 days.
Okay. The whole reason she seemed to be ice over was the fact that a lot of the stress from
And you know what I heard?
what did you hear, Rogar?
Weddings are not really. Well, I guess
No,
a wedding in
I
purgatory probably
definitely-
isn't stressful because it's just a quiet ceremony.
You know,
Actually, no, I don't really feel comfortable doing in here because there's not really a moon. So I don't know if Tenebrous will bless us. Will bless you too, and your unborn child.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me that we are currently not home.
Yeah. There's more, but you know,
I mean,
now that I know this, I feel a little uncomfortable asking you to wage war on another country.
Well,
yeah, we're gonna hold
still
on that.
something I was gonna do, but yeah.
Oh, I was thinking immediately after we're done with Diana's
Oh.
mom, we go straight back to the cut.
that fast. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, now that I know there's a baby involved. Oof.
You know?
I'm glad I didn't go through with my plans because I was going to tell you the moment that we were doing it, but then I was like, this wouldn't be fair to you.
Well, thank you for your consideration.
Yeah, no problem.
So we'll come back to it after we finish this. So,
True, yes.
Because
and then,
that is a conversation we need to have.
Yeah, and then don't forget, if you need your child when it's born to be hold on, what's the exact wording?
Rogar, you're not blessing my child yet. It's not even born.
The coming of age tradition.
Baptizing them.
Actually, I think this is you touch. Oh yeah, young adult. Oh, so this will happen once they're an adult. For their 16th through 18th birthday. Whenever you classify your people as an adult, and by your people I mean
her people.
Her people. Yeah, because we're humans. Me and you, we're human. 100%.
I am certainly a human, my human friend.
We've gotten to a weird place in this conversation. A really weird place in this conversation. You know what? I'm thinking? Because I'm actually kind of curious. So, you can grow wings?
Yeah? Can't other people do that? I know the answer to this, okay? I just like to lie to myself to make it seem like I'm, okay with this.
That's fine. We don't have to break up anymore. I just wanted to let you know that I knew, and that if you want
it's okay.
About it, yeah, I can.
I'll go ahead and activate my necrotic shroud.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mine.
What's the save on it?
Luckily, because you're 10 feet near me, you're immune to being frightened.
Oh, well then there we go.
Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah, it's only a 10-foot radius too. Woo! I was about to say, oh man, all those people over there.
Yikes.
Oh, this is gonna be awkward to explain. Now everyone's gonna know.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what it looks like.
Oh,
I think Eurydice and Zeroth might have seen me do if they were paying attention in one of the fights of mine.
Zeroth, paying attention.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
always paying attention.
you can never slip anything past Eurydice anymore.
Yeah.
Not like before.
I don't know if she was as perceptive back then. I can't remember.
But that's neat. How did that happen? Were you just born with it?
You know what? Come to my room tonight. I'll show you it.
That doesn't sound
You can bring Diana too. Now that I'm thinking about it, this sounds very bad.
Okay. Now this has made it very strange.
No, there's a symbol on my back. It might help you understand.
Okay, now that makes a lot more sense.
Kenzie, have you seen his back comment?
I mean, he didn't know anything about that. Still.
Yeah. That's why I had to bring it up weirdly.
Okay, well then.
Yeah.
Talking like how Zeroth was talking the other day.
Yeah, so no marriage as of yet, but come to my room. I'll show you my cool
tattoo.
It's not. It's like a birthmark.
Okay, well, fair. All right, let's go and get the food before people wonder why the fuck we're standing out here talking.
I have a question for
We'll say we're cut bros.
Because there's something I wanted.
Actually, while this is all happening, Eurydice is gonna nudge Diana. She's gonna be like, "So Jacob called you his wife, huh?"
And Diana's just gonna sigh because something in her brain tells her Jacob's probably having this exact conversation right now. And she's just gonna look at Eurydice and go, "Yeah, it's
She's speaking in Thieves' Cant, by the way.
Okay, that helps. So, because I don't know if the captain knows it or not. He might, because he's a fucking captain. But she's gonna look at Eurydice and go, "Yeah, it's a really complicated story. I will explain later."
I want all the deets.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yes.
But what I would like to do is once we're all in the room, I would like to try and persuade the captain to ask him what is below deck and what we could do to help. Now that he's been shown, we are here to help.
Also, did anyone else notice that the captain's like thing looks like one of those DM like table separator
Yeah.
things?
Yep.
Because that's all I've been thinking about when I look at that.
But can I do that? Jason?
Jason, we can't hear you.
Jason, I think you're deaf.
Ah, there we go. I was muted.
Ah.
All right. I said, how dare you?
Can I roll
How
to
dare you-
persuade
hold
the
on.
captain?
Hold on a sec. How dare you question that, Eurydice? How dare you?
The captain was playing D&D.
Yeah, you can attempt. You can attempt to.
Okay. So roll persuasion?
Yep.
Okay.
My character's name is Christian.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you the roll first and then tell you what she would say.
My
You
My
don't
character.
have to show me the roll, but okay.
My character's name's going to be
Okay.
Barkley. He is
So, the way Diana would explain this, well, it wouldn't be like immediately after they sit down, but it would be once they're all settled, and she would explain, I understand when we first came onto the boat that we had an agreement that you don't ask questions, we don't ask questions. However,
And he-
given that we are now stuck in purgatory, and we have more than shown you that we are here to try and help and protect all of you. Would you be willing to trust us now to explain what you have below deck that you're trying to protect, so we can help you in that?
He looks at you and he smiles and he says, I appreciate all you've done, but that is none of your concern.
The
My
reason I'm
cargo
asking-
and what I carry is my business and that of those on my crew. It is not a matter of trust. It is a matter of my word, and I have given such and cannot therefore break it.
Okay, since you cannot tell us, could we go look?
That would be the same as breaking my word.
The reason I'm asking is because if it comes to it and we don't know what you're trying to protect, we can't guarantee the safety of the boat as a whole. Only the
And-
lives.
And that is not your concern, that is mine and my crew's.
At this point, aren't we technically kind of your crew?
Oh, hell no.
No, you are still passengers. And
I'm
by hell
throwing
or
things out
high water, no matter what it takes, I have promised you safe passage, and while there have been perils along the way, and he looks around and kind of out one of
I'm
the
sorry,
back
Diana-
portholes, and it looks out one
Yeah.
of the back portholes, and, you know, kind of
Diana's
gestures
gonna
out that
make
way
a
and says,
joke.
obviously.
Diana's actually gonna make a joke, and it's very obvious that it is a joke. She's like, well, seeing as we're in purgatory and not hell, and there's literally no water around us.
He kind of laughs a little bit at that. He says, true. Yet, I promise to get you to your destination, and on my life, I will.
No offense to you, but it seems more like you need us to protect your lives.
That may that may be your impression. However, we do our best.
Oh, I'm
And-
not doubting that. I'm just saying after, being attacked by a kraken.
Well, to be fair, they did at
Some
least take
dangers
care
are
of
unforeseen.
when you were gone.
Yeah, somebody pushed me down the stairs.
I think that was for us.
I didn't. I tried to stop you from going down the stairs.
I only tried to push you down the stairs when I was trying to get to everyone else when that cat thing came over, and then you just woke up, okay?
Speaking of which, and Diana's gonna say, speaking of which, where is the cat?
Oh,
Barnaby,
Yeah,
Barnaby,
yeah.
my friend, where are you?
Daydream
Dreamer
is
of Dreams.
Daydream
the Dreamer
is
of Dreams is keeping track. Yeah, because you asked
Daydream
Daydream
is
to kind
keeping
of
track
follow.
of the Dreamer of Dreams.
Yes,
Call
but the
him
Dreamer
Barnaby.
of Dreams, if you go and look, he seems to, in general, just kind of wander about the ship most of the time. He hangs up near the helm and looks off in the direction that you came from.
I wanna do something.
But sometimes he looks in other directions. Well, right now you're at dinner.
Yeah, no,
So-
what I'm doing is, Diana's gonna turn to Eurydice and have Eurydice help her, given Eurydice's perception, and I don't know if you want me to roll an insight or a perception as well, and she's gonna talk in thieves' cant and see if the captain knows what they're saying.
That would just be an insight check on your end.
Sweet. Because I want to know if he speaks thieves' cant without point blank asking if he knows thieves' cant.
Yeah,
To
that-
see
that
if
would
like
just
he
be an-
registers or gives any indication.
That would be just an insight check on your end.
I got another nat 20! I'm not even kidding!
I swear, one of these days your luck on roll on D&D Beyond is going to just
Yeah, it did go
die.
out. Remember in the middle of the fight?
for a little while. Yeah, but it came back.
But I got
apparently.
another nat 20.
I believe
I
you.
swear, we should just ban rolling on D&D Beyond.
I won't, just because I've rolled on D&D Beyond, and I've had other friends roll on D&D Beyond, and we've gotten some good rolls, but we've also got some really shitty rolls, and it's been kind of averaged out. So she's just got fucking luck.
Hey! But yeah, no, so she's gonna talk to Eurydice in Thieves' Cant, and it'll just be like a basic conversation at first, just to see if like she can pick up on whether or not he recognizes and or knows Thieves' Cant and is trying to listen to them.
Okay, so what was your total for insight?
30.
Okay. As far as you can tell, he doesn't seem to pay attention to any of the words or gestures that you are using in order to relay information back and forth between you and Eurydice.
So he does not know Thieves' Cant.
As far as you can tell,
Okay.
you're pretty sure
Knowing-
of it. You're pretty sure of it, but I mean, who knows? Maybe he's just really that good at hiding his emotions, but you're pretty confident.
Okay. So, knowing that Diana's going to, once she picks up on that he's either just not paying attention or just doesn't know Thieves' Cant, she's going to mention to Eurydice in a more, like, thicker version, I guess, to try and make sure is not easily picked up on. Explain to Eurydice
So using
that,
like a Thieves' Cant Southern accent, or what?
I don't know how else to explain it because I don't really know how it works.
I
it's
just
it's a
posted it.
language. It's a language. You
So
basically
you know how
when
like,
you
in
when
French
you learn a
there's different
language,
dialects you can use to try and like
yeah, but when a language isn't your first language, unless you are just a natural polyglot, it's really hard to pick up different dialects.
Did somebody say Jacob?
Yeah. But yeah, it's really hard to pick up different dialects, and Thieves' Cant is mostly
Diana's
is
like
a
speaking.
language of a lot of hand signs.
Okay, but no, Diana. Once she picks up on the like more than confident that this man doesn't know thieves can, she's gonna turn to Eurydice and go. So, we'll talk about it more later tonight between you and me.
Okay,
And would Eurydice pick up on what she means?
I'm sure she would. I mean,
Yeah, that's like to Eurydice. Like, is she picking up what Diana means?
you picking up what I'm putting down?
of course.
So yeah, and then she'll just leave it at that once the captain refuses to tell her anything.
All right.
Anyway, about that sliding thing that I did, that was pretty rad, huh?
How's your fucking nose?
It's better.
All right. Now, is there
it-
anything you guys wish to discuss specifically at dinner?
Nothing that comes to mind, really.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say to this man.
Okay.
I was really just focused on making those fucking billows.
Okay. So as it's a very nice dinner. You all enjoy the meal. The food is, for being at sea, and you're not technically at sea right now, but for being out traveling the ocean, the meals have been pretty good, and this one as well is pretty good. The regular crew aren't necessarily getting quite as good meals as you are, the passengers, but you're paying for passage. You're paying for that service. So your meals have been pretty good, and this one is definitely one of those. It's, in fact, you do notice especially that this dinner comes with a dessert that is exceptionally good. And you all seem to have a nice time. After dinner, there is it's almost like a ceremonial thing as you all gather and test the contraptions for the very first time. And as you do, you get people in place, you start the motion of moving the ropes and everything and trying to make these things move. And sure enough, slowly but surely, the coral breaker starts to move, picks up a little bit of speed, and then you're able to maintain that. It's not it's very hard to tell actual speed in this strange realm that you're in because you really don't have reference points. There's no stars, no constellations. You see simply what almost looks like an eternal overcasting mist that brightens and then dims, and then brightens and then dims over the course of a quote-unquote 24, a day. It does so 5 times. Again, the 5-to-1 ratio. But there's none of that, and what is below the ship, again, it is seeming to be indistinguishable as to exactly what that surface, if any kind of surface it is, and exactly how far it is. You almost seem like you are floating in nothingness and picking up on your actual direction and your speed is damn near impossible. But you do know and you can tell that you are moving. And as far as the direction, you are moving in the direction that the Dreamer of Dreams has suggested that you go in order to get to the one place that he has heard of that could be a possible exit for you and all those on board.
Wonderful.
Eventually, after another couple hours pass, and shifts are changed out at the 4 new and improved Zeroth ship engines, is what I guess we'll call them. Eventually, you are all starting to get tired. Crew members are taking their turns to help propel the ship so that they can keep steady progress and a steady course. And you all take a long rest.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So you all get the benefits of a long rest. Now, the next question is there anything absolutely important that you must
Yes.
get done?
Yes.
Okay. What is it that you
So
wish to
everyone is actually going to go below deck to their chambers, and they're actually going to be in one room together.
do? Okay. Well, you're not really below deck. You're actually, if you can see on the stream that Eurydice is sharing, it is actually this deck right here. The doors that are right down. If I can get to them so you can see them.
It's a floor under us.
Yes.
Okay.
The doors that
Either
are
way,
right
you get
here.
my point. You get my point.
Yep.
So, but no, they're actually they're all gonna go into a little room because clearly we all need to talk.
Okay.
Diana is going to turn to Jacob
Yes.
and talk in Sylvan to him.
Okay, so we're starting here.
Yeah. And she's going to talk in Sylvan to him and go, I need you to tell Rogar in Celestial to cast Silence.
Jacob in common. You know I can talk to everyone in a different
And
language.
no, she's going to like continue in the Sylvan going, there's a reason.
Okay, he responds in Sylvan. He then goes into Celestial. Roga, they're asking me to ask you to cast Silence on them.
I thought we said that. I'm replying in Celestial, of course, that we're not supposed to silence the group. Can you just repeat that back?
Yeah, I got it. So,
don't worry. Tomorrow I will have comprehend languages.
and so Sylvan. So,
This is tomorrow. This is the next day.
yeah, this is the next day.
Then I have
I'm
comprehend
thinking we
language.
were still doing it that night.
Oh, if you want to do something that
Yeah.
night? Okay. Well, then you don't
I mean,
have
that
to get to the long rest yet, then. If you're trying to do something that night.
Oh no, all of the things that I gained from my long rest.
I didn't click it.
You are
But,
muted.
Eurydice hearing everyone that talking in a different language. She's just gonna randomly say in Infernal, just like, why are we talking in weird languages? This is annoying.
Jacob will turn to Eurydice and respond in Infernal. Hold on, I'll get to you in a moment.
Horrible.
But no, after Jacob asked, like, I thought we weren't supposed to do that, she'll explain in Sylva's, like, there's a difference between me asking you to do it and doing it without warning.
Cool, I'll give that message through. Celestial. So she said it's fine, it's just, there's a difference between you doing it out of nowhere and her asking you to do it, so
Consent.
yes, consent is usually needed.
Consent is like tea.
So, once he has Silence up,
Oh yeah, I throw up silence.
in the same bubble, Diana's going to cast her tiny hut to where people can't see inside of it.
Okay.
Well, no, she'll have casted that
So
first
how-
and then had the conversation.
Oh,
She'll have casted
so
the
quick-
tiny hut first, had the conversation, had him cast Silence.
Okay.
Um,
Just checking because
yeah, no,
pretty
no, no.
sure without looking,
yeah.
Tiny Hut requires verbal components.
But yeah, after they're in the bubble to where nobody can see them and nobody can hear them now, she's going to use Thieves' Cant, because you said it is hand motions.
It is
And-
mostly hand motions.
mostly
it can
hand
also
motions.
be It can
Also, we can
be-
still talk to each other because
brutal.
silence wouldn't affect in the
Yeah,
bubble.
silence won't work in the bubble.
Yeah.
So
Our
essentially,
voices just don't radiate out.
Yeah, they
okay, so no one can hear us is the point.
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
That's the point. No one can see us and no one can hear us.
Yep.
So she's gonna look at Eurydice and Rogar and go, okay, here's the thing. I understand he's been very understanding, and I understand that he's been working with us as best he can. Whatever he's keeping down there, he is being very, very selective about it. And quite frankly, with everything going on, I don't like having unforeseen chances.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want me to find out what it is?
I'm thinking, Rogar, if you have the magic that I think you have, you can turn one or two of us invisible, and we can go down there and look.
Yeah, I have the capabilities to turn one person invisible. Now, Zeroth, I know a few hours ago, maybe 6 to 7 hours ago, you were talking about having this feeling that you could restore magic. You think you're up for that?
Let me check on that.
I mean, don't be shy. I guess while we're here, we should just all talk about the elephant in the room.
So you two were married, huh?
Oh,
Okay, we're not-
that
we're
as
not-
well.
Stop. We're not married. What ended up happening was on the way to the ship, I was talking to Jacob about the fact that I'm going to end up possibly becoming a queen. He and
Mhm.
I are in a romantic relationship. Generally, when
Mhm.
someone becomes a queen while in a relationship, the other one becomes the counterparty. I had asked him if he wanted to or would be my king. He didn't give me an answer.
You mean
at the
queen
time.
consort
I
because
turned into a
know.
statue, and he
thought
called
that
me
too.
his wife, and now we're here. Another elephant in the room is another reason I don't want loose ends or information we don't know what's going on, is because I'm with child.
Okay, so that's how we're bringing the news to everyone.
Rogar will act shocked. Like, oh no!
You're a shit liar, Rogar. Don't even try.
and Eurydice
I have a +9 to deception. Let's see.
Eurydice will aim to tackle Diana, but then she's like,
Oh.
wait, and then she'll slowly just wrap Diana in a hug.
She's like, I understand you're trying to be
Dude.
supportive. Quite frankly, he and I are both in the same boat, but the child is not what we want right now.
Wait,
That's
all
fair.
in the same boat.
But
can
it's
fix
still
that.
exciting.
To
Yeah,
answer your
no.
question, Rogar, I can.
Yeah. You can?
Yes.
How do we do this?
Well, you have to have an expended spell slot. It says the creature regains one expended spell slot, the level which equals the number rolled or lower. Once a creature receives this benefit, that creature can't receive it again until after a long rest.
Okay, so you
Which
have to
exact
roll
benefit are you talking about?
bolstering magic.
So I'm using
yeah.
bolstering magic on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't have to touch me. That's great.
No, I just
I was just verifying
it says
this.
you can touch one creature, which can be yourself, and confer one of the following benefits of your choice. Come here, I'm
fucking knew
touching
there
you.
was- well, touch me
Zeroth is
before I
slowly
take off my
putting his hand
armor.
in Rogar's face.
Also, I can grow wings in case anyone didn't know that.
Cool.
I heard a rumor that someone
Yeah,
else now knows.
Diana's just gonna immediately. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you had already told them, so I was just
No.
talking to Jacob about it. I
Oh,
apologize.
so if we're gonna bring up everything,
Oh.
shit. So me and Rogar have formed a group.
Oh, my
So have you already rolled
friend!
your-
About time.
I haven't.
Cool, what's this group about?
One thing at a time right now.
Wow, there's so much.
That-
Because my
no,
brain
So have you already
is
used your spell slots?
Oh,
he needs a
shit.
third level.
You
Yeah.
already used one?
I need a third level. I mean, if you can choose, I thought I had to roll.
Yeah. Well, I thought I rolled.
I thought Zeroth rolls.
You got a 3, bud. So I think you get a third level spell slot back.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
So,
It's very confusing.
so now that you can do invisibility on two parties, Eurydice and I will go take a peek.
If you leave the bubble, Diana, the bubble goes.
Yeah, the bubble
Yeah,
goes.
you can't leave the bubble.
I know.
And not only
I
that, you
only
are
have this up for us to talk without eyes or ears.
you're
Now-
with child now. Like, we have to put that into fact.
It's not like I'm running in. You know what? Actually, you have a point. If it's something magical, Jacob should probably go.
Yeah.
I'm probably also the best sneaker of the group.
Hey!
I
I mean,
promise you, I probably am better at doing this.
You know what? That's fair. And I kind of want to focus
I'm also
on.
pretty stealthy.
I want to focus on making Daydream an emotional support dog.
wait,
Alright, so
so
Jacob and I will go because
No.
No, you're not going.
I
No.
was going to stay in my fox form.
No, your
So I can
Riddices is going.
easily hide.
Your Riddices is going. Not you.
I mean,
You were
technically,
just saying you wanted to stay with Daydream.
No. I was saying that I wasn't going to focus on stealth anymore for the time that we have left on the ship. I'm going to have focus on making Daydream into an emotional support animal. But what I was going to say is that I am sneaking down to the thingamabob with the things and Jacob.
I will point out the fact that Diana, you possibly can go. I mean, if you turn into a fox and Jacob is carrying you, the invisibility spell does target whatever they're carrying as well. I don't know if it'll.
So all three of us could go?
I don't know about that.
I mean, that's what the spell says. As long as anything they're
Yeah.
wearing, he
I
can't
mean,
wear.
it's
Wearing.
phrased that way.
Wearing.
Wearing
She's
or
not-
carrying
I can be
is.
worn as a scarf. You don't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't know that it's
That's a
kinda-
finicky.
the way it's written is basically trying to say that
And
the
Oh,
yeah,
now
stuff
we're
you have
getting
with
into
you
the-
and not another player character, regardless of whether they're shapeshifted or not another player character. So I'm gonna have to roll no on that. I'm sorry.
Could you just polymorph into like a rat? Not you, maybe. Maybe someone. Well, no, then they'll have the brain of a rat. That would not be helpful.
That is true.
I say that our best bet is you turn.
By the way, you only have an hour.
I figured as much. I do think if it's going to be a group that are going to be invisible, there should only be 2.
And I know how to investigate shit. I can.
You also have the most amazing fucking sense of hearing and sight out of all of us, so you'll know if someone's coming.
Exactly.
Now, investigation is also one of my fortes, so
But you're also good in Arcana, which I'm
And
having
why
a feeling.
it's magical.
and religion.
Okay, whoa. We know that I'm working on that.
The
Religion
point
a
is,
subject.
it's nothing against the captain personally. I just don't want any loose ends right now.
Oh, true. Yeah, I suggested this idea after the battle. And
Yeah,
oddly enough, I did pick that too.
I was hoping he would trust us enough to just admit to us what is going on, and clearly he's not. So we have to make do with what we can.
No, it wasn't that.
Actually, question. Wait, pause. You can talk to the ghost, right?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I can talk to the ghost.
Can the ghost just go down and look for us?
I mean, he could. I'm not sure
Because
why.
he's not under the same obligation that we are.
I mean, what I was
They
going.
might attack him.
I don't know
What
if
are they gonna do? Slice a sword through a spectral figure that can't touch anything?
I mean, some people can. I mean, I think
Yeah.
Toga could.
I can
I
fuck
can do
him up
that.
in one blow.
So what if we send just Eurydice and the ghost?
I
If
feel
we-
like he. Just wait.
Because the ghost.
I
might not know what
I
he's
don't know that he can't speak full sentences. Not full sentences. It's like
He-
broken
his
primordial.
language is very finicky. It is.
Yeah, but he can understand us at least.
Yes, he can understand
yes or
any
no.
language. He just really can only speak one.
Well, wouldn't
But
it
I
make
can
more
probably
sense
speak
to?
more, but
We could send down you two. Brain is shutting down for some reason.
Oh well, Yeah,
fine.
no. I think I
And then
understand
the
what you're
ghost
saying.
as
We'll
well.
send you two down with the ghost. If somebody comes up, you two hide, blame it on the ghost.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
'Cause
Hopefully the
isn't
ghost
under
is
the same
okay.
obligation.
Yeah. Well, we should get
hopefully
your consent
it's-
first.
right. Ultimately, from what I could tell, the captain didn't seem that he didn't trust us. It is quite literally he had already said that, and he can't go back on what he said.
Yeah, so the captain could be telling the truth.
Oh no,
Maybe
I fully trust he is telling the truth. I know he is.
Do we think
It's
the
just a
captain is
matter
a
of-
member of the Fae?
No, I
Is he
I
gonna
don't
take
know.
us to the
Seeing
Feywild?
as he's half orc.
Not again. Please, not again.
Well, I'm
But
sure there
no,
could be
what
orcs in the Fae.
I just don't want any loose ends. I at least want to know what it is that has to be guarded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will.
What if this is just a banking ship and they're hauling money?
And if
Yeah.
it's just money, then it doesn't matter. But if it's not, and it's something, you know,
Well, if it's children.
I'll put it to you this way: if we find out what it is, we're not telling the captain we know what it is.
obviously.
Yeah.
I'm talking specifically to you because you have a knack of when things get wrong, you blame the people and you say the things that aren't supposed to be said.
You did say my secret.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also under a lot of stress right now, so cut
Yes.
me a little
Yeah.
slack.
And
I will run you a bath.
That would actually be really nice, thank you.
But and I'm not saying that's anything bad about it. I'm speaking the facts here.
Normally, I'm pretty good about it. As of late, I've had a lot of stress on my shoulders.
Yes.
I mean,
So
she's
what-
kept that secret for a few months now.
Yeah, that's not too
It's
bad.
been a stressful few months, in case you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I was like, man, she might have forgotten, but nope.
Well,
Takes getting
so
pregnant.
you ready to seize?
Okay, now I have to punch you guys in the face
So-
for this to work.
Ha ha ha
Oh
ha.
god,
Somebody
okay.
go get the ghost first.
Oh yeah. Oh, is he gonna be allowed into the hut?
Yes, anything I allow can come in and out.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
Yeah. Daydream is still with the ghost, so bring Daydream.
Nightmare's running around the ship crazily. I just let him do
Somewhere.
whatever he wants.
Oh god. Okay.
Just running around with the dagger.
Bring both of the dogs.
Jacob
Two.
will go out of the bubble, open the door,
Oh,
to
he's
whatever cabin they're in, whatever like area that they're staying in. Go up to where or the Dreamer of Dreams is at, and in Primordial. So, do you mind coming into our chambers for a few moments so that we can talk?
so weird.
Yeah, hold on. 1 second.
No.
Did you just create a new nightmare?
There, I just made a nightmare in
Nightmare going around.
because I couldn't
Oh.
find where the other one was.
Oh,
so.
Nightmare's. He's next to the steering wheel. He's
Oh, is that where he
driving.
is? Oh,
Yeah. I want him to take a few lessons.
Okay, there.
Oh, Nightmare, welcome back, my buddy.
Okay, so the Dreamer of Dreams comes at your request and arrives. You're basically, if you can see here in the screen share that Eurydice is doing for you guys, these are your rooms around here. And this is like a common room. This is normally where you guys have been enjoying your meals for your journey thus far, as well as there is like a little gaming table that you guys can, play, card games or dice or things like that at. It's just like a general relaxation area for guests.
Yeah, so I heard this game called like
Yeah, but no, this is where you guys normally hang out.
Fun
when you
fact,
want to
Easter
have
egg.
some privacy.
Fun fact Easter egg. In
Mhm.
Valhalla, there is a mission where you actually find character sheets made by children playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
Nice. I can't wait for that because I bought I bought Assassin's Creed Valhalla and I've been playing it off and on. I mean, I haven't been like playing it, straight
It's just
through.
something you
But I've
stumble
probably got about
across.
I've
but-
probably got about 10 hours in right now. That's about it.
Yeah, we have like 90.
Mm.
With
But I'm enjoying the
ghosts,
hell out of it. Anyway.
I have 97 hours on it.
Nice.
Now you
Okay.
Get off the fire.
Back from sidetrack. So,
Yeah,
So-
sorry.
the Dreamer
As-
of Dreams comes into the space that you guys are in, and the bubble that the tiny hut that Diana has created within this room for your use at her allowance, since she allowed him to pass through. And he looks at you, Jacob, and says, "What you wish to ask?"
well,
So we need your help finding what cargo he has below deck. Because he won't tell us. The captain
It's a-
won't tell us.
So I assume you relayed his question then, Jacob.
I assumed I did since I did not get a
Yes.
chance to respond.
Yes.
Also
okay.
kind of, it's also kind of common sense when somebody gets brought into a room to talk, the first thing they generally ask is,
He
Yeah.
said, "Hello, how's your day?"
So
But it is spoken
yeah,
out
he looks
loud.
to you. He looks to you, Jacob, and all of you again feel from him a kind of a curiosity, a feeling of question. That's a no.
Worth a try.
so confused.
Questions.
Try to open that hatch.
Yeah, a
That's
feeling of questions. And he says to you specifically, Jacob, why such things important? More important things around. This not something I trouble about.
Okay.
would Jacob relay that?
So he doesn't really care too much about this at all.
And
In fact,
I-
finds it very trivial compared to.
So Diana
the
will explain that the reason we want to know what's below deck is because between being pulled into purgatory, fighting a kraken, finding out that I am pregnant, apparently, we don't want any loose ends that might come back and bite us in the ass.
But we don't have to do this now. We could wait
Yeah,
till
we
we're
don't
out.
have. We don't have to do it tonight. We need the general consensus plan set up.
Mhm.
But we could do this when we're out of purgatory. When we're actually still making when we actually have made
Well,
progress towards.
We kind of
Catboy
need
will be
those.
here. Bartholomew. I forgot what I
he's-
called him.
The Dreamer of Dreams stops for a second looking at you, Diana, as you explain this, and you, Eurydice, when you say what you just said. And he says, and then he turns to Jacob and says, better your plans completed when safe. Not
Fair.
good to do now.
Fair.
Hmm.
He says it's better to do this when we are actually out of this place, rather than.
Then
Understood.
can he do something for me just for my own sense of calm because he wants
you-
to help.
Are you asking this
And
out loud?
she's just saying this out loud after
Okay.
Jacob relayed that is, could he go look and just let me know if it is something that could put me and my child in danger? So that way I
looks
know how important it is once we are safe.
He looks at you and nods, and looks at Jacob and says, "When no longer vigilance needed, yes. But
Okay.
now, best keep moving. Keep
Okay.
aware."
Okay. So, he is saying that he will eventually, just currently he needs to focus on making sure the surrounding area is safe for us.
All right,
rather
that
than-
you know what?
Sure.
That's fine. That's understandable. I just want to make sure it's not gonna put me and my apparent child in danger as well.
If it's going that far, I will go down there myself, or I will speak to the captain and make my way down there myself. Okay?
All right, I just would rather not die before we, have a chance to live again.
Well,
Yeah,
that's fair.
It's not really fun from what I can remember.
Yeah.
But I don't remember anything from before, so.
All right,
Except
so
for-
we have settled that we will deal with this at another point.
Duh.
Okay. He nods, and he slowly floats his way out of the tiny hut and the room, back up to near the helm, and is kind of keeping watch.
All right. So
Well,
So
now I have an
And now we
extra
will go
level
to bed.
plot.
I'm going to go into my chambers and sleep.
Okay.
Are you
Diana's
to
gonna
join me,
follow.
Diana?
Oh, I was going to say,
Actually, Diana's about to go in the room. She's gonna pause and then turn back to Rogar and go, "Were you serious about that path?"
I'm tomorrow. I can do create water.
That would be delightful.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna borrow. Well, I guess everyone can see my cool tattoo / birthmark / brand.
Yeah, again, I'm really sorry about that. I thought you already told him.
No, it's fine. I just don off my armor real quick. I love this.
Quick cast off.
Yeah, just like, there we go. Ooh,
Much
doesn't
better
take
than
a day or
the
two.
10 minutes it takes with the normal stuff, right?
Yeah, and then I unbutton my shirt because I still wear my
Oh,
clothes
God,
underneath. I
Look at my
just-
skin.
I know. It's crazy. But yeah, no, I'll turn around and show everyone like my brand that's oddly enough in the shape of like the Palor Sun symbol. So
Yeah,
Jacob.
it looks as you guys look upon it, it looks kind of like it could be a birthmark, but at the same time a tattoo, but at the same time neither. And it is just there. And it is pretty clearly the sun symbol of Palor.
So,
Yeah. Just don't touch it. I'm not comfortable with that yet.
that's fine. I wasn't planning on it.
I can reveal something personal about myself, my past.
Oh.
So
We can go around the
If
table.
it would make you
Oh,
feel
jeez.
better.
Yeah, everyone spill something.
Okay.
Time to
you know
spill
what,
tea,
Diana, go ahead.
guys.
Go ahead.
Okay, my first time was not technically willing because I had to earn coin for the caravan, which is what caused my sexual awakening.
Okay then.
Wow, that was
Wow.
a fair start.
wow. I'm going to
Wow.
remember this for the rest of my life.
Holy crap.
So now I know who to find later. Got it.
Yeah. Hold on. Kill
You've added
list
to my
updated.
list.
Yeah, kill list updated by 1.
Maybe 3. It depends.
Yeah, it depends. Who was involved? How many? What?
I mean, if that's too dark for you guys, one of my most earliest memory, well, not earliest, latest memories I have of being a princess was my mother locking me in a dark room in chains just before I got given away.
So we were supposed to go 1. That was 2.
Yeah, now I feel uncomfortable.
Okay. Did I, all viewers, did I mention this is an adult channel with adult topics?
I'm sorry,
It
I should have given a warning.
It is. Just remember that. All right.
Where's that
Continue.
Mine's a little less dark, but
I'll bring it back.
covered in my own blood on the Moonacre estate. So
That's
What?
hold on.
Did any of us recognize the name Moonacre?
I need history checks from Jacob, Rogar, and yourself, Diana. Either history
23.
either history or I would say could be just straight intelligence. I mean, whatever's better for you on that.
Neither.
Well, I would say that history would be better for anyone than just straight intelligence.
That's just bad.
as far as you're concerned, it's a place with the things.
23.
I got a 24.
I know human stuff.
23 and a 24. Yes, actually, you do recognize that name. Both of you, both Jacob and Diana. It was, or is, the name of a family of nobles, elves, that live in, or I should say are prominent in, whether they live there full time or whether they've got summer homes, who knows. But their name is typically associated with the capital city of Kuleth Brenflis, which is the capital, excuse me,
Diana's just
of
gonna
the kingdom of
Eurydice.
Aetheril.
Diana's just gonna stare at Eurydice with this like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" look on her face.
Well, I was probably trying to steal something from them.
Yeah. Rogar will mimic.
Eurydice, we've already established what the demon told you your life wasn't actually it. You realize they're elven.
He has no reason to lie to me, though.
He's literally the king of lies.
I was gonna say he is a patron, and most patrons do lie.
He
Mine
resurrected
doesn't.
that, guys.
Prince of deception.
No, he's
Or
a
greed, or whatever the fuck.
He's a
By the way,
prince.
he's the demon. He lies, Eurydice. Why would I have more reason to lie to you than the demon who is manipulating your life?
Because he resurrected me from the dead.
To use you.
Can I resurrect people from the dead yet? Hold on.
That's a good question. Can you do that?
I also can resurrect people from the dead now, as long as they're only dead for 1 minute.
You know, that's nice. I'm glad that we know that.
And I have to have it prepared.
That's a good
Eurydice,
spell to have.
and Diana's gonna get like calm and serious now. She's like, Eurydice, after everything you and I have gone through and done, and have come to an agreement and understanding and become sisters at this point, why would I lie to you about this?
Yeah, but why would he lie?
Because he's a demon.
Oh wow, that's.
That doesn't mean he'll lie to me.
Yeah, that's a little.
Eurydice, listen to me. My mother has lied to me most of my life. When I remember her, and she's human.
Your mom's a human?
Okay, your mom sucks. And I get that.
It's a
Wait,
demon.
I thought your mom was a fox.
There's a lot of weird
persuade her?
things.
Can I persuade her?
No,
You
because
can
Eurydice is so set on what she believes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does not think the demon is lying to her.
I look to
Are you
Eurydice.
guys
Yeah,
going to help
belief
me?
is a very powerful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We just dealt with that with Diana. Hence why.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean. Oh, wait a second. Do I know that? No, I have to have it prepared, even if I did know it.
Oh.
I do know Zone of Truth. in case we really
Do
wanna-
it. Everyone in here should be able to tell the truth then.
tomorrow.
Then we can lay all the cards on the table.
This is why I believe him, and just let me speak for a minute, okay?
Mhm. I believe
He
you.
found me dead on that estate. He brought me back to life, and he told me everything I needed to know. The one thing he couldn't bring back were my memories. And he said,
Eurydice, you're already getting your memories. He's keeping them from you. We've already proven that. Remember the Starfield? It's already been
Oh,
proven.
gosh.
You and I together. That he is
Eurydice is
keeping
starting to
things
cry at
from
this
you.
point. She's
Oh gosh. I highly suggest we change the topic for a little.
Okay,
She's
so
gonna turn to the ghost and go,
He's
"Can
not
you do to
here.
her what you did to me?"
He's not here. He
Ghost is
left. He wanted
So-
I
nothing to do
didn't hear
with
that he
us.
left. But no, she's gonna be like, Eurydice, we've already proven that he's hiding things from you and keeping
Di-
things from you and purposely keeping your memories from you.
Diana.
Sure, but what if he has a reason?
Really? You mean like manipulating your entire life to use you to his advantage and then toss your soul away like it doesn't even fucking matter for a nice tasty
Can I
little
just
snack?
hypnotic pattern everyone here?
Go for it.
I had to get consent before I did that.
As
I
player
would not
character, I am
advise
okay with it.
using magic on Diana without her permission.
I highly
Diana,
suggest we.
please.
Yeah. Even
Just-
me as a counselor.
For a moment. Just let her speak.
Yeah.
Don't.
Maybe-
Don't jump in. Let her speak fully.
Mhm.
And even then, don't rebuttal anything she says. Just let her
To hold
speak.
up in hand and go, I have one thing to ask then. Just one.
Okay?
If you trust him so much, am I supposed to die for him for you?
Ooh.
No! I never
Because
wanted that.
that's how you're making it sound.
I never wanted that to happen. Why would I ever want that to happen?
Because you trust him.
Sure, he's done shitty things, but he's
So I'm supposed to die because you trust him.
well, now
Because he has a reason to do or say what he does.
he just wants stuff.
Yeah.
He wants everything.
Including
Oh, he
my
wants-
life.
Diana, I hate
That's
to
the one thing I'm not gonna let him have.
interrupt both of you, but I mean, I've kind of dealt with, being a warlock. It's a very touchy subject. Like, we're not bound to these people, but if we do go against them, bad things will happen to us.
So I reiterate, I'm just supposed to die.
Well, you're gonna kill your mom.
At the rate this is going, do you really think that's possible, Rogar?
I mean, I'll cast
Honestly?
shield of faith on your baby.
God damn it!
I'm trying to make it light. Just on your womb.
Oh, that got me. Oh, that got me too good. Oh, that's awful. That's so horrible.
Damn it.
I don't know what else to do. I mean, I can. If you two get married, I can increase your AC by even more.
But no, that's a legitimate question. If you trust him so much and he can
Diana,
do
I
no
don't know
wrong
what to
and never
believe
lie
anymore.
to you,
Diana, I don't know what to believe anymore. Ever since that Starfield and we found my grandma or whatever, I've been just questioning everything. Every
And I
choice I
get
made,
that.
every time I've
And-
tried, every time I've summoned him to give him stuff, it's tearing me apart inside. But
And
I
what-
can't.
And what did I promise you?
I honestly
Do
don't
you remember what we talked? Do you not actually remember what we talked about?
actually remember.
Okay. What they had talked about was Diana said, like, she will literally give her own life to prove to Eurydice that he's been lying to her and manipulating her, and to give her her actual life back.
Yeah,
Like, that is
Diana-
the promise they
Diana-
made, and Eurydice promised to trust her. Like, Eurydice had promised to trust her.
Okay, I trust you. I do. But I won't let you die for me.
So I need you to trust me when I talk to you about this. Just like you had promised me. I get it's hard, and I know to a certain degree you don't want to because of what he put in your head. But the moment we saw that starfield and the moment we had talked afterwards, I promised you I would get you your memories back because he was keeping them from you, and you promised to trust me.
Eurydice nods, and like she's crying now. She's like, but.
And Diana will walk over and put her hands on her shoulders and go, now more than ever, I need you to trust me, or my kid won't have an aunt.
I trust you, Diana.
So just leave it at that. For now. Just you trust me. Okay? No more talking about it for the rest of the night. Just that you trust me.
Okay.
I have a random question.
God damn it, Rogar.
No, it just hit me. Like,
Yeah, go for it.
well, I guess this is an out of character. We're not aging faster, are we? Because I know Diana's magic broke quicker than normal. I'm just trying to make sure she's not gonna have her
developing faster then.
Yeah, I would. I'm
Oh,
just
boy.
trying to make sure she's not about to have her baby in a few days.
No, not
As
that
far
fast.
as you, yeah, as far as you can tell, no.
Okay, it was just the magic.
Mhm.
Okay,
Now-
it just hit me. I was like, wait a second, am I
Now-
growing hair?
After all this heavy discussion, you find yourselves physically and emotionally drained, and eventually make your way to bed for the evening. Yes,
Eurydice, once she's alone, she's gonna like curl up with Daydream, and she's petting her. She's like, all I was before was a thief. Nothing more, nothing less. He saved me, he brought me back to life, and he gave me power. What am I supposed to do? Why am I not supposed to trust him?
And Daydream
Empress,
just
now would be a good time to pop up.
and Daydream with her old bones and frame just seems to snuggle in further to you, and and you accept the warmth of her body against yours and the comfort of her soft, loving form laying against you.
And Eurydice is actually gonna try and go to sleep, not trance.
Okay.
She's tired.
Now, as you all have a restful night and get the benefits of a long rest, but before quote unquote morning comes for you, Zeroth, as you are laying in bed sleeping, you all of a sudden start to wakefulness. Your eyes open and you look around the room. Because of your awareness and your alertness, you sense a presence in your room. And as you look in the corner, you see the Dreamer of Dreams comes closer and looks at you. And you get that feeling in your head. Again, not words, for the language it speaks you do not understand. But it seems that general thought and emotions enter your mind. And you get a feeling of questioning, but at the same time, familiarity. And I need you to roll an insight check.
Do we have a cleric of Tenebris with us?
No, what? You should have came out the closet saying that.
Rolled an 18.
Wait.
18. Very nice. besides this feeling of questioning and familiarity,
Oh wait, no.
you
it's Druid.
seem to get this feeling of partial recognition. And it seems to you like this being that calls himself the Dreamer of Dreams is trying to impart to you that you are somehow familiar to it, or at least someone like you. And then that questioning feeling comes up again. And again, you, with that insight check that you made, you feel like it's trying to understand you, trying to probe you for answers.
Oh no.
This would help if we could talk the same language.
Oh wait, can I
And
cast this?
it nods. It nods.
Does it speak giant?
Do you try to speak to it in giant?
Yes.
Wait, are we all seeing this or just Rogar?
No,
What?
this is just Zeroth in his room.
How dare
this
you
is-
stop
I
confusing
made
us?
the same
Once
mistake
again, the
earlier.
Rogar
I
Zeroth
thought this
crossing.
whole time. I thought this whole time it was
No.
fucking Rogar.
No.
I thought so too in the beginning, and then he made the check, and I was like, wait, oh, okay.
God, you guys are really bad at remembering who it was.
Hey, I do it too.
not
I do it
good
too.
with names.
I do it too. I get the Rogar Zeroth cross in names sometimes. But no, he's all by himself in his room. So do you attempt to speak giant to him?
Yes, I do.
So crazy.
Like, can you understand me when I
see-
talk like this?
You see his expression kind of change, and what looks to be an ethereal or incorporeal eyebrow raise. And you hear in your head, "One I knew once spoke this. He taught
You
me
do speak giant.
some. If language be giant, yes, I speak some."
Okay, so some. So you don't speak a whole lot, so I'd be very vague with my questions. I have a feeling you want to ask me a question?
Yes. You similar. Seen one before your, and you don't get the word, as it seems like once again you've kind of seen this before with him when he's talking to Jacob, where he kind of gets a, even though is semi-incorporeal, kind of ethereal, he does look, for the most part, solid when he's close. And his body language is almost like a thoughtful, trying to think of something. And you're getting that feeling from him as well. And it's clear that he can't quite mouth the words that he's looking for. But what comes across is something along the lines of a feeling of grandeur or size. And then he says, "Was some time. Much past. Or perhaps not. Not sure your world. Time flowing in comparison to this is different. But one similar, you, was here.
One similar me. was here. This is the land of the dead.
Yes, but
Brother.
but
So maybe my
ascended.
brother?
But
Ascended.
ascended. Yes. Is for lucky few ascension.
Where did he ascend to?
To not here. Perhaps realm of warriors? Of gods? Or perhaps no. Was good. Not to go to bad places. Must have gone good. Ascend, not descend. Was, yes, place of warriors, gods. Those good, true.
Valhalla.
Try not to be too obvious, but well, that's good that he assented. You don't remember how long ago?
Time here, different. Your plane. Your plane.
Well, my brother apparently has been dead for some time, so
Here.
it's been a while.
Here, perhaps. Difficult to say. Must think on this.
Agreed.
He thinks for a bit. Again, that quizzical expression. You get the feeling of contemplation as he then comes back with words difficult. Words perhaps he relation you. Yes?
Yes, my brother.
Ah. Word brother. Yes, brother. Which he is relaying to you in Giant. And he's brother. Yes, makes sense.
Did he help you at one point?
Yes. We avoid many dangers together. Some we must confront together, but victorious. Good ally. Good word is friend?
Friend? Yeah, say friend.
Miss him. Name. And you've heard your brother's name spoken in your native language as well as Giant many, many, many times. Of course, because that is your culture. And he then says, in perfect Giant, Earthgart Stonethrower Kreliethu.
Yep, that's right.
He nods and smiles. Says, and then points to you. Says, brother, message for you.
He left me a message.
Like he expected you to end up in the fucking purgatory.
He points to himself and says, Dreamer told, if ever meet word brother in any plane, tell you no, what word? Relinquish. Yes, relinquish hope. No relinquish hope.
Are you saying ho or hope?
Hope.
He's saying
Yes, ho.
I'm
Relinquish.
not
No
hearing
relinquish.
P on my end.
No relinquish hope.
Thank you.
You're
don't
welcome.
release. So what he's saying is don't release your bitches.
That's right. No relinquish hope.
Crazy.
Lanes and death not permanent. Temporary things.
You know, I keep getting told that.
And at that, you wake up once again, sitting bolt upright in your bed, looking around the cabin that you are in on the ship. The Dreamer of Dreams is not there. You could have sworn you were awake. You could have sworn he was there, speaking to you. But as you look around, it is not the case. It feels like it must have been a dream. But the lingering thought is, all of that discussion, how could that be fake? How could that have not happened? And you are left conflicted with the thoughts in your head and the feeling that your brother can still be brought back. And that is where we're going to end for the night. So,
Interesting.
thank you everyone for joining us for tonight's episode. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed everything that happened tonight. And please, if you enjoyed what we're doing here for episodes, please don't forget to give us a follow to show your support. You can also give us a subscription. We really love those. Or share some cheer bits with us. Or, as we're trying to push for partners so we can create a Tailspire team on Twitch for all those who stream Tailspire D&D or other systems. Or just Tailspire building content. We're trying to create a team of that, but you need to be a partner for that, and we're trying to push for that. Share information about our Twitch channel so that we can hopefully get the viewership we need to get up there and apply for partner and make that team a reality so that we can bring more content and more fun out to everybody. So thank you again, and we hope to see you again. Hope to see you tomorrow for our collaborative build stream, and then hope to see you again next week for a really, really fun pony one-shot run by our very own Eurydice, who will take us through some pony misadventures, I think. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Bye, everybody!